It's hard to have your dreams and chase them, but also live for now. That's why I like Buddhist philosophy. They say anytime you suffer, it's because you're wishing you did something different in the past, or you're worried about doing something in the future.
How do I turn it into something that I can share with people? A lot of artistry is channeling whatever that deficit is. They're digging into that and they're putting that out there. Just by being a musician, you fit the archetype of the person that's going to be lost in that.
Right. Damn it, bro. That's so true, bro.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 72 of Ruse Radio. We have a four-time guest in the building. Who do we got in here today?
It's your boy Jackman Raps returning for the 4th time.
That's right.
It's about to be great.
What do you call a fourth movie?
That's a good question.
Yeah. The Quillogy? This is the Quillogy.
The Quillogy, I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, man, the 4th, I mean, like how we said last time with Harry Potter going on this great run that it did. We might as well make this a dynasty like Harry Potter, man.
Dude, I'm thinking like Doctor Who. Like, we're going to have a million
shit.
seasons, and it's going to be... Maybe we should transfer into the TV show format now,
honestly,
right?
I mean...
Let's do a spinoff.
Right, that's hard. Hey, Doctor Who's dope, though. Like,
Doctor Who is dope.
Yeah, I feel like it's slept on a little bit. Like,
I mean, a lot of those, like, Sherlock is another one that's...
Oh, yeah. I didn't really watch that, though, but I know what you're talking about.
Well, I just mean, like, when you're looking at, like, big British television, like, it's probably well known there, but here in America, we don't really have the same reverence for it. And
right.
They had a whole different way of doing things, too. I don't know if they still do it this way with, like, limited series, where you'll see that sometimes in America, but, like, that's what Doctor Who is all about, is it's just these... I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it's like extra long episodes, and it's only 5 episodes in a run.
Yeah, that sounds right. And then isn't Doctor Who someone new every once in a while?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, every
That's cool.
season it's a new
It's every
Doctor.
season. Okay, yeah. No, that's cool, because you watch, when was that around, like the...
Started in the 60s.
Okay,
Long
so
time ago.
If you watch these older TV shows that take place like in the 70s or 80s, I feel like Doctor Who is always mentioned. Like it was like this, I don't know, like it was like this. What movie was I watching the other day? It was I can't remember, but I was watching this show and these 2 kids, they're like nerds and they just love Doctor Who. Well, they have a fallout or whatever. You know, they're not friends anymore. And the other friend's like, hey, you know, the new Doctor Who season, he's a girl. Like Doctor Who's a girl now. And like it just
Community's
was
the show.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's Troy and Abed.
I love that show.
100% that's Troy and Abed.
But yeah, it made me want, I was like, I gotta go check out Doctor Who, bro. And I think that's how I got into it.
It's called Inspector Spacetime on that show. Does that sound familiar?
I don't know, because the only time I ever watched Community is my brother loves Donald Glover, the Childish Gambino, and he'll just be watching it sometimes. I go downstairs and just kind of hang around, smoke a blunt.
Yeah, well, that was pre-Atlanta, so like, did your brother find him through Atlanta, or did
he
Childish Gambino?
Yeah, I think camp probably.
That's when I found him.
Yeah,
obviously, you know, being me, and I loved camp. I mean, like there is so many. I beat the beat up. I call it Casey Anthony.
Or no, made the beat and murdered it. Casey Anthony.
Yeah, made the beat and murdered it. That's even better. Yeah. He's got so many bars like that. There's one that I think of like almost every day when someone says like, "Do you remember me?" I think like the first thing I think is an elephant never forgets, and then I think so my dick remembers everything.
The fucking elephant.
Because that's one of my favorite Childish Gambino lines ever.
Bro,
like, dude's got an eye for a bar.
I 100% agree, bro. I love Childish Gambino. I wish he would drop another rap album like that.
I do too, but at the same time, I really respect his 100%. Evolution.
Yeah,
as an artist.
What's that called with Redbone on it? Your Love.
Awaken My Love.
Awaken My Love.
Yeah.
Great album, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I love that album, bro. Like, literally, I ain't really revisited it in a while, but I think that dropped in 2016.
And nobody saw it coming.
No,
that was right
bro.
after he did he did a festival type of thing, if I'm correct, where he set it up. It was his thing. And it was very atmospheric, and nobody was allowed to bring cell phones. And like it was like nobody could have cell phones on the premises even. And
yeah, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah,
that's dope. I like that.
And people were saying like there was a buzz, like, dude, this next album is gonna be nothing like his previous.
Right,
stuff.
But nobody could hear it except the people that was there. And shit.
Yeah,
okay.
so everybody's thinking like, okay, well, what does that mean?
Yeah,
and then you hear it, and it's
It's so much different, bro.
The
You really
first song on
stretched
that
it.
album, the first song on that album really fucking blew me away, dude. It's called
Something with-
Me and Your Mama.
Yeah, right. Yep. That's my second favorite on there, bro. Same here, bro. I listened to it. I'm like, oh shit, like,
Because there's that part where it's like, let me in to your
yeah.
And then like he's on the song like going, let me in, baby.
And I just love like the production is so nice with like the synths and shit that it's so good.
It
bro.
feels so big.
Yeah.
And you compare that to his previous stuff and you can see why he wanted to go a different direction.
100%.
Because it's like he must have felt something in his soul that he just couldn't express through the hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his thing on that, no cap, bro.
And I think that it really is like something you couldn't have. There was no way to see it coming, even probably for him. Like it was probably an interesting organic experience for him. And This Is America was an interesting transition into it because that wasn't on the album, but it came out right around that time.
Yeah, I think did it come out after?
I thought it was before, but it might be
Yeah,
after.
I'm not. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, he had a good year that year because Atlanta came out then too. I think.
Yeah.
Like or right at. It was all like a nice little stretch where he did his thing, bro. He dropped that album. This Is America and Atlanta were like all doing their thing, bro. Yeah, dude, he needs to be respected and talked about more. I feel like.
I think so.
Honestly,
He's on the. I will officially, in this moment, enter him onto the podcast dream guest list.
boom right there. You
Yes.
got it, Donald Glover gonna
That
be
would
on Ruse Radio.
I don't think he does podcasts, so that'd be.
No,
a
I
pretty
never
big
seen
score.
him. I seen him do a few radio interviews, but not even that big ones. Not like Breakfast Club or nothing. It was like a little short shit.
On Power 106, he had a crazy ass freestyle a long time
Oh
ago.
yeah, no, he did. He had one on Sway too.
Yeah.
where he's wearing that jacket with like a burn hole in it for some reason, and yeah, he snaps over the pound cake beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he does his thing, bro. Oh god.
So we'll just jump right into. You said you have some questions for me.
Yeah.
Now, last time we did this on episode 3 of what is now a limited series, you asked me a few questions. You said that you had some stuff prepared for Ruse.
Right.
But you told me right before we started filming today that you got a little sidetracked and did not ask all of your questions.
Yeah, so you know how it is, bro. I had all this shit prepared, and then when the time came, I just forgot about everything. So
We got lost in the sauce.
we did, which is never a bad thing. You
No
know?
shame in that.
But question number 1 really is like what I was really upset with myself that I didn't ask last episode is where does your stage name come from?
I revealed this recently on Ruse Radio
Okay.
on the episode we did with Schizo Beats because Schizo is very ingrained in professional wrestling.
Right,
So-
I love WWE too. Me and him were both at the same Grand Rapids show last recently. It was lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, I was big into wrestling growing up. I've since like fallen away from it a little bit. I still love what it is, and I love the storytelling aspect of
Right.
it. Like, I respect it so much because I think it helps a lot of, especially the kids who watch it, understand what storytelling truly even is.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, so I would wrestle with my friends growing up, and we would just like, if you search online, I think you can find IWC, Internet Wrestling Championship, where me and a couple of my friends are cutting promos and wrestling on the mattress inside of my house. And you need a mattress because you can't just choke slam your buddy onto the floor.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we were doing.
Now, let me just say, I can tell you from experience that whether you got a mattress or a floor, if you're taking a choke slam, that's going to take a toll. Matter of fact, if you're taking anything, if you're taking a pile driver, my God. And so you know what I would suggest? My goodness. I apologize. But you know what I would suggest? Let me just throw this out there. A little bit of CBD. CBD is great for when your muscles are aching. And you know what, Ruse Radio? We got the hookup when it comes to CBD. Chicka CBDfx. An official sponsor of Ruse Radio. What does that mean? That means that if you go into the link in our description, you can get $20 off your first order of $65 or more with CBDfx. And you're going to want to. You want to know why? No, I don't care. I'm going to tell you anyway. As we already said, CBD is great for when your muscles are aching. CBD is great for when your brain is shaking, okay? It's great for all kinds of things. It just makes you feel better in general. If you really are interested, I suggest you just go and Google CBD effects, not FX, CBD effects, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Shout out CBDfx, shout out CBDfx, and shout out you guys for tuning in. Boom. Now let's get back to the origins of the rooster himself.
And my name originally was Maverick, but it wasn't very good of a name. It just didn't feel. It felt like one of those like generic WWE video game generated names. Yeah. So I remember I would go through different like entrance themes, and eventually I came up with Ruse by Chevelle. And it felt like a great entrance theme. And then my wrestling name for Internet Wrestling Championship or whatever we're doing inside of the bedroom here as our professional wrestling, right? My name is Ruse now. That was what it was. And so I would start to cut promos like, I would go out there and I'd be like, listen, let me tell you a little bit about Bradley Cooper, okay? Bradley Cooper thinks he can fight me. That guy is a little fucking creature in a movie, okay? Rocket Raccoon thinks he can kick my ass. All right, so that's the real Ruse. This guy's coming out here and pretending to be a fucking raccoon. All right, that's the real Ruse. It's a joke. This guy wants to fight me. You guys are fucking joking right now.
It's fucking.
So, you know, I just went out there. Sorry, Bradley Cooper. Sorry to use you as an example. You'll also be on the pod one day. But, yeah. Oh, and that was another, just to side note real quick, I do want to get the 3 guys from The Hangover on the podcast and do a Hangover podcast. That is definitely one of my dream podcasts.
That's genius, bro. I love that.
Like, how has that not been done?
Right, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be good chemistry. You gotta get what's that one dude from The Hangover's name? The Chinese dude.
Oh, the Chang.
Yeah, you gotta get him on here, bro.
Who was also in Community. Ken Jeong.
Yeah, you're right.
Ken Jeong,
yeah, good
who
point.
is a doctor, and I just recently found out he's from Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
I knew he was a real life doctor though.
Yeah.
'Cause, dude, he had a show on like CBS or something called it was like he's a doctor in the show. And yeah, my mom's like, he's a real doctor. I'm like, huh? The guy who jumped out the trunk in Hangover.
The guy who was shooting people with a machine paintball gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So, yeah, so I would start to do that. And eventually it just became like, it made more sense. I will reveal this here. This I did not reveal in the Schizo Beats podcast. My original rap name.
Yeah.
This was not something I made up, okay? When I first started making rap, I was with a friend, and he lasted about 2 weeks before he decided he wanted to be a UFC fighter, and then that changed 2 weeks later. Right. He was one of those kids. And I stuck with it ever since. And I was probably about like 11 or 12, and we were just like, we first got into it. And I remember we dropped a couple songs on YouTube, and there's the song Forever by Drake.
Right.
And that was one of the first things we posted was Forever cover, where I rapped the Eminem verse, and I think I did the hook, and then he did all the other verses. And he really, I don't know why, but he really liked the line, "Rake the game young, you can call it statutory," which is what Kanye says in his verse. So we really liked Bad Meets Evil as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Eminem and Royce da 5'9".
Love Royce, bro.
And this was right around the time that they were popping off.
Right.
So we decided a good name would be Statutory Evil.
No, bro.
Probably the actual worst rap name I have ever heard. Like, I don't think it gets worse than that.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah. You know that all the companies were lining up behind that one.
They're like, yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, that statutory guy, he's good. Love that statutory.
There's no way you could have prepared me for that. That is hilarious.
That's why I had to really set it up, because I also can't just say it. It's like, wait, your name was what?
You really gotta add some composition and context to that shit, bro.
You need it. Because that's why I also say I didn't come up with this. Okay, it was mostly his idea. Just went with it.
Point over
it was
there.
that guy. So and so I knew I needed a new name.
Yeah,
and it just kind of transferred.
You're like,
over.
well, I was that guy in the wrestling shit. I guess I could just use that.
Yeah,
that's hard, bro.
And it's become more than that now. Like to me now, what ruse means is that art itself is a ruse. Expression is a ruse. Interaction is a ruse. In the sense that nothing is truly as it seems the more that you inspect it. And we're all attempting to put on a facade in order to seem a certain way.
Right.
No matter what it is. Perhaps that's a little bit over analytical, but it's not false. Right?
Facts.
It's always true. Like right? It's like what we talked about in the last podcast we did. I'm the host, and you're the guest.
Yeah.
And like I'm playing into that falsehood that I am the host of a podcast, and then the more I can commit to that, the more I can trick people into thinking that's the reality.
Right.
Which is the ruse. And
No, that's deep, bro, because everyone has an ego and shit too. Like not in like a toxic way or like necessarily a bad way, but everyone has an ego, and what I mean by that is no matter what anyone says, like, oh, I don't care what people think. Everyone actually cares what people think, to a sense, like in a way.
I think most of the time the people who even feel the need to say that probably care more.
Yeah, right.
They're just reminding themselves.
They're like, no, I don't. They're like, you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, like that just makes perfect sense that everything is a ruse. You know what I mean?
And I like to look at it that way because then things start to make more sense. It's like don't trust whatever somebody says on face value.
Right.
You don't fucking know anything.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's for real or not.
Yeah.
They don't even know if it's for real or not. So it's all a ruse, bro.
Hey, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
I like that, bro.
Thanks. Where did Jackman Raps come from? I imagine it's got to be a kind of simple.
Yeah, it is pretty simple. My family's been calling me Jackman since I can remember. I think my grandma came up with the nickname when I was still a baby. So I had a few names. I'll take you down how it went for me. So the first time I started, I wanted to become a rapper, and I was like, I need a name. So I came up with, I still like this name. I came up with Kid Know-It-All.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Right.
That's actually like, wow.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, because like the thing is, you could go a lot of ways with that.
Right.
And it's got a nice hook to it.
Kid
like,
Know-It-All.
What's this guy going to talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that was hard. I was like 12, bro.
Wow.
So I was Kid Know-It-All for a while, dropping some classic Kid Know-It-All shit, you know? You know, with the Turtle Beach headset and Audacity.
You don't know that KKIA?
Yeah. So I was Kid Know-It-All, and then I dropped like 5 songs, right? Somehow this like label found me. What was they called?
This is like pre-Instagram scams, by the way.
Yeah, literally. Exactly. So this label hits me up, and they're like, hey, we want to sign you. I'm like, oh, it's my life. I'm going to be a millionaire, you know? So I signed with this label or whatever, and I'm like 12 or 13 maybe. And they're like, all right, two things we have to do now that you're signed with us. They're like, number one, you have to make a song to Heartbreak by Childish Gambino. I'm like, oh, okay, I could do that. And they're like, number two, you got to change your name. They're like, Kid Know-It-All is too cocky and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, you know.
So they were an actual, this wasn't a scam. Like, you were actually working with people?
Apparently. Like, obviously they didn't give me no money or nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, no, they were legit. Like, they were actually trying to get me to make music. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It'd be like if you were today talking to a 12-year-old who raps.
Basically, yeah.
Calling yourself a marketing agency.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what went down.
Because you're thinking, oh, okay, this guy says he's that, so I guess so.
Right. I was like, I'm about to be a millionaire.
But if you didn't get paid, red flag.
I don't know what the plan was. But
right.
I'm 12 years old making music on a fucking Xbox headset.
So funny. As a 12-year-old, you don't really know how negotiations are supposed to go.
I just was not traversed in that.
They said label. You said, okay, yeah.
So they told me to change my name, bro.
Numbers didn't even pop in your brain.
Nothing, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm signed by a label, you know? I'm on, like, Twitter or MySpace probably, and I'm like, yeah, I just signed my first record deal, you know what I mean? Like,
no big deal.
Yeah, like, it's going up from here. Kid Know-It-All in the building.
So they made you change your name?
Yeah, so I'm like, I need a new name. No. Jackman didn't pop into my head yet, because that's just my nickname, my family nickname. So I needed a new name. I couldn't think of one. I'm over at my buddy Alex Black's house. Shout out Alex Black. and he had a pet hedgehog,
Okay.
and his name was Hesky. And I don't know why, I just always liked that name. So I was like, I forgot exactly how it went down, but I ended up coming out, oh, my name's Hesky now, which is terrible. God, like, that's such a downgrade from Kid Know-It-All, if you ask me. So I'm Hesky. I dropped some songs under Hesky and then kind of took a break, you know? Still freestyle. I was like getting into high school, so.
Okay. What? Why was Hesky a good name?
I don't know.
Why did that make any sense? 'Cause Kid Know-It-All, that's what as hook. Like, it makes sense. Hesky?
Bro, you
What?
You had to know the hedgehog. It was named after. If you met Hesky the hedgehog, you'd be like,
Oh, that's such a niche thing, though.
yeah.
That's so niche. So it'd be like every single person that would like be like, Hesky, what's that mean? You'd be like, well, this hedgehog, it's you don't get it.
bro.
Let me explain.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
So I get into high school, kind of just freestyle at parties. Now I'm not really dropping music no more, but everyone knows me as a rapper. They're just like, oh, Jack. People started calling me Jackman because my friends would come over and they'd hear my mom be like, Jackman, come in here, or whatever. So they'd tease me at first, but like, Jackman. And everyone at school started calling me Jackman. I'm like, fuck, you know, like, I was like, I don't like this. Like, I don't know why. I just didn't like it. And then I started to like it, you know, whatever. Like, I was like, oh, I have a nickname. Like, the best nicknames are given by other people.
I am whatever you say I
You know,
am.
exactly. So I'm like, this is me. And then Jackman, I was like, I went by just Jackman. Now the raps came along because when I made a Facebook account, you needed a last name. So I was like, I'm Jackman Raps. And that's how I got it.
So Facebook kind of helped.
Yeah, it did, bro. Like, there's still people who book me. Like, shout out Jay Parker, aka Is The Hero, who he really got me my first shows. He's like helped me out a lot.
I think I've done a couple things with him in the past.
Yeah, he's dope, bro.
Yeah.
And every time he books me, he just puts Jackman on there. Like, there's
Because he knows you as the original.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah. So like,
And you're like, no, dude, no, I'm a fan.
right? And like, I'm still the same. It's like, you can call me whatever you want. You know, like Lil Wayne's got like 10 names.
Yeah.
Really, you
Yeah.
know, like he goes by Lil Wayne, or like Soulja Boy is like Big Draco now.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when I drop music, it will say Jackman Raps, but I can be known as just Jackman or Jack. You can, whatever. Kid Know-It-All. Maybe I'll bring Kid Know-It-All back to alter ego, bro. And drop some hard, like, oh, this is my plan. I'm going to announce it right now. I'm going to drop, like, the most lyrical, cockiest song I've ever made, and I'm going to drop it under the name Kid Know-It-All. Go
Or you
ham.
could drop it, like, the title of the song could be Kid Know-It-All.
Ooh, okay. I like
'Cause
that.
like, it still ties into Jackman, but
Right.
it's also a throwback, and it also still achieves what you're trying to do.
Perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all, dude. It'll be called Kid Know. Oh, dang, that's hard, actually.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard the name, I immediately liked it.
Right. It is like a hook, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had that. So, but truly, I am Jackman. I'm not a Kid Know-It-All any longer. Like, I'm just Jackman.
You
know?
were.
Yeah, I was.
I was a
definitely
Kid Know-It-All, too, man.
100%.
I was a Kid Know-It-All until 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad.
Bro, I mean, just sometimes, like, I really did feel like I knew it all, honestly. At that age, like 12, 13, I had everything figured out. It felt like I did. And, you know, that's what's crazy about growing up is you don't really, until you look at things in hindsight, there's so much shit you don't realize that's happening right in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, I think a lot of people, that's why traumatic shit really fucks you up. I mean, like, when I had my first big breakup, it put into perspective for me, like, how much of a blessing that relationship even was. Like, it fucked me up, dude, because I just didn't realize the fundamental experience I was getting to have while it was happening.
Yeah.
And I've never had anything quite like it since. But it's like, as a kid, you're ignorant to the way that the world shifts and the way that things don't always, you just think this is it forever.
Right, bro.
And I know it all.
Yeah, and I know it all. Yeah, same. Like, just to feed off your point with your first breakup, like, I've only really been in one, like, actual relationship. Like, yeah, I've had a lot of flings with other people where it's just, you know, but I've only been in one real, like, relationship.
Me too.
And you're right. So, like, I thought I was going to marry this girl. You know what I mean? Like, I had the life planned out. Like, oh, we're going to have this many kids, and we're going to name them this, and we're going to live on a golden house on top of a hill above a waterfall. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I truly believed these things I was telling myself. And just to see it come crashing down, it's like, that's your world, you know? Like, that is literally your world that you visualize.
Your entire concept of reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, think about it. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally your reality was gone.
That's why I connect it to trauma, because of like that's a relationship, but that just any experience of that type will obviously leave a major impact.
Yeah.
When you think things are going one way and then life just takes a 180 out of nowhere.
Right,
Because
bro.
all you can do is just recuperate. Those things teach us a lot. I mean, they teach us how to juke and jive and
100%.
move through it. But like life is a freestyle, man.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah.
And yes, bro, it truly is. And that's why the older I get, the more I try to appreciate things right now. You know, I always just try to remind myself, because even I'm just thinking about last summer, and 2022 was such a great summer. I was in Colorado making a lot of money, and all my friends were there. We were all working. I got all my friends to come work this job with me. And we were just having a blast out there. Like, it was just so fun, right? I'm looking back at it like, damn, that was so fun. Like, I miss it, you know what I'm saying? So this summer, what's going on right now, like all the good things that are happening in my life right now, I'm really, truly trying to appreciate them right now. Yeah. So next year, I don't look back and think, oh, damn, I wish I could go back. Like, no, it's good. I was there. I lived it, you know?
You're present.
Right, yeah. And that's usually what it is when I am like, oh, fuck, I wish I could go back. It's because I didn't appreciate it at the time. So it makes me want to go back. If I can appreciate it now, then I can be content with it, you know, time moving forward and it happening. Like, that was fun, period. Like, I don't need to go back. Like, it's just, that was fun.
Such an easy thing to say, but such a hard thing to do.
Yeah, bro. It is. Because I know that there's no way you can do it perfectly.
No.
Next year, I'm going to look back at something and be like, damn, I wish I could relive that, you know? It might be this interview. It might be something I do later today. You never really know.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've tried to get better with that. There's a great quote from the last episode of The Office that Andy says, where it's, you know, the worst part about the good old times is that you don't know they're over until they're gone. And
yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, and it is so true, man. And it's exactly what you're saying. I mean, I want to go to Chicago. That's my big dream. And I can't get so lost in that I don't enjoy being here right now. Like, I have to constantly remind myself of that. Like, yeah, I do want to move out of here and go somewhere else, but I love doing this. I love being here and having the opportunity to talk to you.
Right.
And that's a blessing. And, like, just to identify with that and this reality and not to get lost in this fantasy land of, like, I heard somebody say that we all have two versions of ourselves, the self that we live and then the unlived self. And I think we really need to stay in that self that we're living in.
Yeah.
And not let that unlived self take over.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you want to have dreams, but like, you can't just let those consume you to the point where you're not looking at your mom when your mom's still alive and just spending time with her and shit. Like, there's so many things. Like, people with careers, you'll hear them talk about, man, like, yeah, I'd love to be more successful, but I got kids. Like, I still spend time with my kids. It's like they're present. They're being present-minded and knowing, yeah, having a career is great, but I only get to have a kid one time. And I don't want my kid to be 10 years old, and then all of a sudden, I didn't get to be there for any of that. And I don't want my kid to feel like I wasn't there. So you have to have a certain present-mindedness no matter what situation you're approaching. It's very difficult because we all have goals and aspirations, and we all want to ascend beyond our current self. I have to hope that we all want that.
Right. But exactly. You hit it right nail on top of the head. Like, it's hard to do. It's hard to do both, you know? It's hard to have your dreams and chase them, but also live right for now.
Right now, yeah.
Because, like, when you have dreams, really what a dream is looking towards the future. You know, I have a dream that in the future I'm going to be this. So you're already living ahead of yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to kind of bring it back. Like, that's why I like Buddhist philosophy a lot. It's about living just for right now. They say suffering comes from not being here. Anytime you suffer, a lot of times, almost all the time, it's because you're either wishing you did something different in the past, you're living in the past, or you're worried about doing something in the future. So you're living in the future. If you just live right now, like, literally, this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna do later. Then you can fully appreciate what's the environment around you and like the space you're in now. But so it is hard because if you take that literally, then you'll never do anything.
Yeah.
If you take it face value, then you just want to sit in one spot all day and just live in the right now. It's hard to find that medium, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what my life is about now, is just figuring out how to like manage all that, you know what I mean?
I think one thing that one transition that's occurred in the way that I perceive things is that at this point, I'm so tired of looking at like the way that I work on things, or a project that I have is like, oh, I got to get this project done.
Right.
And then maybe one day I'll be successful and I won't have to fucking do all this shit, and I'll just be able to do part of it.
Yeah.
I can pay people to do the, like, I'm thinking about it like, oh, maybe one day it won't be this bad. It's like, no, I should be enjoying it. I get to do this.
It's great right now.
Yeah, it's great right now.
Yeah.
Like podcasts, for example. I could look at them like, oh my God, like I gotta schedule this whole fucking thing. I have to hope they show up. I gotta set up all these cameras.
Right.
I gotta render this. It's
Yeah.
gonna take me hours and hours and hours and hours for one episode.
Right.
But then it's like, yeah, that's what I signed up for.
Yeah, it's
That's
what I'm trying to do.
It's what I'm trying to do.
Facts.
Why am I fighting with myself?
Yeah.
I chose this.
No cap.
And I'm living outside of the moment when I start talking like
Yeah,
that. Because I'm
yeah.
thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to always
Right.
have to. No, just accept it. Accept that that's what we're doing right now. And that's cool, man.
Yeah, you
that's
gotta-
cool that you're doing that. And other people don't see all that stupid past, future shit either. That's the other part. They only see you right now.
Right, bro. Damn, I didn't even think about that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's true as fuck, too. So it's like you kind of got to match them. It's a lot, bro. Just trying to be a creative person is hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, I mean, one thing I've observed with comedians in particular is that they're terribly insecure. I think
Right.
even more insecure than a lot of musicians are, probably because they are playing off of reactions. They
Right.
need reactions or else their career doesn't take off.
Yeah.
Whereas a musician is more kind of a cerebral thing. It's still collaborative and you're still honing a craft, but it's different. And with that being said, I think musicians do have a lot of personal conflict.
Yeah.
You just see a lot of insecurity in comedians in the way that they talk about things, and when they talk about their childhoods, there's always these issues.
Right.
And so for me, it's just it's like this battle between how do I use those experiences and how do I use that energy and turn it into something that I can share with people? Like,
Right.
how do I help other people understand what I've gone through? And I think like a lot of artistry and a lot of like comedians, a lot of what they're doing is channeling whatever it was that they didn't, whatever that deficit is,
Right.
they're digging into that and then they're putting that out there. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, I think I definitely have internal conflict, and that a lot of that plays into my art. I definitely think so.
Right.
So I think that's part of the battle. It's like not only do you have this past present thing going on, this past present future thing, but you also like inevitably, just by being a musician, you like fit the archetype of the person that's going to be lost in that.
Right.
So you're more lost than everybody else is. Like, and that's why I bring up comedians.
Damn it, bro. That's so true, bro.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's hard hearing it because it's so true.
I know
bro.
it's true. It fucking
Yeah.
drives me nuts every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I could be these guys. They
Yeah.
seem like ignorance is bliss, dude. I wish
So
shit was
true,
just
bro.
simple in my brain. I wish I could just wake up and not give a fuck. But instead, I'm like, damn, bro. Why do we breathe though?
Right, yeah.
What? Shut up, Ruse.
Bro, you know one of those is how you say comedians need reactions so their career flourishes.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of rappers have boxed themselves into that same exact idea where it's not their music that's carrying them, but it's their antics and the reactions they get from them. Like Lil Pump when he was blowing up, it wasn't because of his music. It was because of whatever he did on social media and shit like that.
And to the point where he would play into it and just do
Yeah.
dumber and dumber shit.
Right.
Yup.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it's just damn, bro. Hey, can we take an ad break or something so I can use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Hell
Here's
yeah,
a shout out
baby.
from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Sponsor here. Yes, Ruse and Jackman. These are two wise young men that you guys are watching right now. I mean, wouldn't you say? These guys are fantastic men. They have some promising futures ahead of them. And with that being said, I think it's time you invest in these dudes now. Man, investments. Man, that's got me thinking. And not just because I'm a sponsor, but just because this is something I like, you know? Robinhood. Robinhood is freaking awesome. And they do just happen to be a sponsor of today's podcast. If you guys go and download Robinhood on your phone, you log into the Robinhood website on the computer, I'm telling you, you're going to find out that it is so easy for you to go and get your stocks. Okay, so if you want to go and invest in things like Ruse and Jackman, some stocks that are about to go up, then maybe you ought to go to Robinhood. Maybe you ought to go to the link in our description where you can get your first stock for free on the His House just because you are a Koopa Troopa. You're part of the Coop Troop. You're a chicken and a rooster, and we love you in these parts, and we want to reward you for it. That's right. So hop on that stock train before we drop the pain, folks. You heard it here first. Now, back to Ruse and Jackman with the weather.
And we are back. Wow, what a great ad that was.
That was beautiful.
Wasn't it? That's what I thought.
I like that.
Yeah. It was a very nice product, whatever product it was.
Whatever product it is this week, it was great, bro.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
buy that. Is the link in the description?
Link in description, yeah.
Boom. Go click
buy
that link.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, go fucking click the shit out of that link.
Hey, but let's hop into that real quick. Like, I have another question.
I'm ready.
Is like, so we just went over like the past, present, and future and trying to balance that because you do have to look forward doing what we're trying to do, but you also have to live here. So in terms of with this podcast and like what you're trying to achieve with this, like how do you manage that? Like where, I guess what I'm asking is like, what is your direction with this podcast and how do you manage it really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me think about that. What's my direction with this podcast? I think that I do have a direction, but not a strong one. In the sense that if you're familiar with Joe Rogan, if you ever hear him talk about his earlier episodes, he says he did it on accident.
Okay.
He didn't really mean for the show to become what it is. And I think that often the best creative things are flexible and they are willing to grow with time and change and turn into something else. And so if you go and watch those early episodes of JRE, a lot of what's happening is it's just him talking to his comedian buddies. And then at a certain point with certain guests, it starts branching out into something bigger than that. And so really what my goal is, like how I look at this podcast and what I think ideally it is, it's not a Flint hip hop podcast. But right now it's sort of that. Like,
Okay, I see where you're going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the direction is beyond.
Okay.
Like right here, right now, this is my circle. And it's like with the early JRE episodes, that was his circle.
Yeah, comedians.
And so you start with your circle. But then all of a sudden, you bring in somebody from a different circle, and that goes well.
Yeah.
And then their friends start seeing that. And to me, that's like, it's just the beauty of collaboration in general.
Okay.
By working with the right person, you open yourself up to this whole new web.
So I could see it like eventually it's local now and it's local hip hop right now, really. Eventually it'll be just local, whatever. That like you've had more than hip hop on here, really, but it's mostly hip hop. But eventually you'll start having less and less hip hop guests, but still local people. And then from there, maybe you have someone not local. Because the shit gets so big? Is that like what you're going for?
I would even say right now it's a little bit beyond hip hop, but it's very hip hop centric. Like I
don't want to box it in and say it's just hip hop,
but it comes off that way. With a lot of the guests that I'll have.
Yeah, I think it's growing now. Like right now, you're in an acceleration phase. Like you said the earlier. I don't know. I honestly haven't watched like a lot of Bruce Ray. I watched the people I know.
Yeah.
Which are just hip hop people, you know what I mean? So I guess I can't really speak like I'm a giant. I watched all your episodes and shit.
I mean, I watch them all. I love hearing myself talk.
But like for me, it's like I guess you know I do have to start watching because every time I do watch one of these episodes, I just love it, bro.
Well,
you know what I mean?
For one thing, just to side note really quick. I'm realizing as I get to like this particular stage in the show where because I'm like I said, I'm adapting my mentality to this thing where it's like, I was looking at it wrong before. I was looking at it like something I had to do.
Right.
Not something I want to do. And now, like, I feel like what this natural rapport we have here, this rhythm didn't used to occur when I would do podcasts.
Right, okay.
So that is another natural evolution too. It's just like I'm kind of falling into this pocket of like just having natural flow with people and natural conversations. And to me, dude, the show is just it's the same game plan as JRE. Like, I'm just a curious guy, and I just want to talk to people that spark my curiosity. So anybody I can have in here that is willing to talk, like, I want to hear what people have to say.
Right.
And I think that generally one of the reasons I go towards musicians right now is because, one, that's my circle, but for another thing, those guys are the ones who want to be on camera and be in public and be in the public eye. So it's just like the part of the problem, too, is I think it's on me in the sense that I'm not reaching out enough. So I need to spread my tentacles out a little bit more and get some more people in. But, yeah, if you watch some more episodes, you would see that, like, there's a couple branch outs, but mainly it is musical. And, again, that's not necessarily by intent, because I don't want the show to be perceived as just a music thing. And conversation and life is so much more than one topic.
Right,
so
and
that's
I don't
why
think
I like to make it more than that.
Although you have a lot of musicians on here, it's not like we get on here and we haven't talked anything about our music on this whole episode. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, it's a music podcast. He's having musicians talk about their music. It's like you said, we're just having a normal conversation.
And people come on and they think that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
Like, not at all. I had Jemmy Hazeman on a few episodes ago, and we spent the first hour talking about aliens and AI. I literally asked him in the first 10 minutes, like, if you could see yourself being born, would you? Like, bro, nobody knows what they're signing up for when they walk in here. So
hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Just think about it, man. I actually, when I said that to him, I was like, you know what? I might just start asking everybody that comes in here that question. Because
that is such a wild question, bro.
Isn't it?
I would.
I would too. I would too.
That'd be crazy, bro. And you want to know what? I feel like I have. Listen, bro, I got a story for y'all.
well, let me just finish the point I was making.
Go ahead,
So when I was saying that about like getting into the rhythm of it, you said like, oh, I'd actually like to listen to it. That's what I'm starting to realize is now that I'm being that guy, and now that I'm not in my own head about it, dude, I'm making podcasts that I would listen to on the regular. Like, I would turn this shit on and go for a walk. So,
bro.
Yeah. But tell me the story.
Oh, yeah. So seeing yourself be born, bro. All right. So I don't know how many fans I have out there of psychedelics, but I'm an avid psychedelic user. I love the psychedelic experience and like what it can bring. So with that being said, the first time I tripped DMT, and speaking of Joe Rogan, big DMT guy, you know, that's how I heard I heard about DMT through just online, Terrence McKenna, shit like that. But I started around the same time Joe Rogan was coming out with his DMT shit when, you know, he was like he popularized it in today's.
Yeah, I would say around like 2010 to 2012, somewhere in that pocket of time was when he really started. I mean, he was talking about it in 2008, but the bigger Rogan
that's when
got,
it was. That's when I'm talking about, because that's when I tripped acid for the first time, was around 2012. I was like 14 maybe. And I just was like, whoa, let me look into more of this psychedelics. So I, figure out about DMT, and then, I stumbled upon Joe Rogan does a Netflix. It's called The Spirit Molecule. It's about DMT, and he's like the host of the show, basically. So anyway, eventually I get around to trying DMT, this was in not that long ago, like 2020. And this experience, I saw myself be born, bro. Not in the sense of like I watched my mom give birth to me, but I saw it. So hard to explain. I saw, just trust me when I say I saw myself be born before, and it was crazy.
Wow.
Actually, I didn't see myself. It was more of I was reborn. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I felt it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's about it.
I was going to say, I had a mushroom trip once on about 5 grams. They weren't the strongest, so it wasn't like a crazy 5-gram trip. But I just remember, I think I might have smoked a little bit. I went and laid on. One thing I like to do is I always like to trip by myself, and I'll get under the blanket, and I'll like pull the blanket over my head so I'm just in the darkness, and then I'll just like let that play out. And dude, I swear to God, I had just for a split second, and I don't usually have visual images, like actual visual
Really?
images. Like normally it's like I'll feel
Yeah,
like there's
kinda-
like the wavy thing, but never like an image.
Okay.
And I saw a fetus, dude. Like just this, like a baby in a fetal position, just for a split second. And I was, holy shit.
kinda scared
what
you?
the fuck was that? Because I saw it. Like I don't know how to describe it.
Telepathy into your head. Like it was there. Like
Yeah. Like it's like, you know how when you think you're imagining something, you kind of see it in your head?
Right,
Like,
but
I
no, you
fucking
could
saw
see,
it.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something about like why it made me think like why would I see a fetus?
Right.
Like, what is it about the fetus?
Yeah.
And maybe there's something about like the birth and the idea of creation and just that whole thing.
Yep.
And like you said, rebirth.
Yeah.
Like there's something about psychedelics that inspires this sense of rebirth.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like crazy. I was just like 2 weeks ago, I went to the Lovers and Friends Festival in Las Vegas. And there's me and some buddies out there. Me and my friend Roach, shout out Roach, and with my homegirl Josie. And Haley, shout out Haley. So we're all there. I tripped 5 grams of really good shrooms, penis envies, bro. If y'all don't know, there's a bunch of different strains of mushrooms, just like weed. So penis envy is like your good shit. Your
Yeah, penis
Zaza.
envy can be 2 or 3 times as potent as any other strain, like such as like maybe Golden Teacher.
Boom, perfect, perfect. Yeah.
So we're talking, if you were taking an eighth of Golden Teacher, you could be taking 5 to 7.5 grams.
Right, of penis envy.
Exactly.
What a weird name, by the way. But anyway, so I eat these penises, and I'm just playing. So I'm tripping balls. I'm tripping dick, you could say. And
Tripping dick and balls.
right. I've never had a bad trip per se. This is my first trip where I lost control of reality. I
Shit.
no longer knew anything. Like a lot of times I'll be going down that direction and I just remind myself, oh, dude, you just ate some mushrooms. It's going to go away. Boom, we're good. So I'm start going down that path and I was like, oh, I've been here before. It's okay. I took some mushrooms. I find my friends. Everything's fine. They leave. They're like, you want to come to this next show with us? Janae Keo's performing. I'm like, no, I'm just going to listen. They're like, okay, you're good? I'm like, yeah. They leave. I lose it, bro. I didn't know my name. I didn't know anything.
Oh. Had you done anything other than the mushrooms?
No.
Like nothing mingled with it? To
No,
make that?
just mushrooms and probably this thing right here, some weed.
Yeah, because that, for
Oh,
me,
yeah,
people
100%.
really underestimate the level that mushrooms mingle with marijuana.
Right.
There was the only place I've heard this described well was on Aubrey Marcus's podcast, and I can't remember the guest, but he's a guy who's all about cannabis and consuming cannabis in a healthy way and quality cannabis, and he basically described it like mushrooms and marijuana. When you do them, like if you're gonna smoke while you're on mushrooms, the best time to do it is 5 hours in, like past the peak. Because if you do it during the peak or before the peak, it's almost like too many cooks in the kitchen. Like you have to find a way to be able to handle one before you can handle the other. And then you can maybe handle them both at once.
Okay.
But even then it's unpredictable. Because I found that many of my experiences where like I'm tripping and it's going, like I'm tripping, but I don't have any sense of like uneasiness or like anxiety or like it almost feels therapeutic. And then I'll smoke and then it's like
Yeah, it always raises your trip, bro. I swear. It don't matter when it is.
But I'm not just talking raisin, I'm talking like now I'm mind fucked. Like before I was already tripping, but now I'm fucking what the hell is this?
Right.
So
But-
I could see how marijuana and mushrooms
So
could
true.
get you there. But this is the first time that's ever happened to you.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
time, bro. Like it was just such a weird feeling because I kind of knew shit. Like if I were to see my friends, I didn't really know who they were. I just knew kind of knew who they are, like inside of me, and I knew they were good people. Like Broach came to me before he left this first time. He said, "Hey, buddy, give me your wallet." And I was like, "Why? Like, who are you?" He said, "Just give me your wallet so you don't lose it, dude." And Roach has tripped before. He can, he's like, "Just give me your wallet." I was like, "I know you're a good person. Like, here you go." And he's like, "All right, buddy, you don't want to come?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really know who these people were, but I knew they were good. I didn't know who I was. I ended up calling my mom. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I called my mom. I'm like, "Mom, I'm tripping too hard on mushrooms." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "Talk to your brother." Like, I don't know. My mom don't trip. Like, she don't know what to say to me. And she hands the phone to my brother. in my head, I'm thinking like there's a mission that I have to do to get. I thought I was in purgatory, right? Like I thought just this was the end of everything. Like I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life because it was weird. Like I thought all I needed to do was drink a White Claw. Like if I drink the White Claw, I keep surviving. So I kept buying White Claws. Oh yeah, so I was getting drunk too, bro.
Now, I have heard that alcohol can actually numb the effects of mushrooms. Like it can diminish the effects of mushrooms. I've heard that.
Well,
I've never tested.
I wish it would have because
it did not in this case.
Eventually I came back and everything was fine.
Okay.
It's not like I've seen people have bad trips, like freaking the fuck out, screaming, fucks them up after the trip, you know? That didn't happen to me. The next day I was laughing, having fun. So it was weird, bro. Psychedelics are like very crazy. Like I don't know if people like, even people who have tripped, I don't think truly understand the full power of these things. And what are they, by the way? Like what is going on? Like when you eat, it's so weird to me, you know? Is it just, are you just experiencing the true power of a brain? You know, is this all happening inside of you? Or is this truly a gateway to something else that you're just tapping into? You know?
My favorite description is that it's a reflection of yourself. And that's the best way to look at it. Like, whatever it is, whatever's coming out during that trip is still something that's within you. It's just that the substance is bringing it out of you.
Damn, yeah. And that's true. I feel like that is usually what it is.
I mean, you can even observe it in people who, like, say for 6 months, I'm so deep into fucking quantum physics.
Right.
Like, I'm just so deep into it, and I'm learning everything there is to know about quantum physics. And then I'd take a 7-gram mushroom trip at the end of those 6 months.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be all about quantum physics.
That's facts, bro. Because a lot of shit I was dealing with when I was in there was shit going on in my life at the moment that was weighing on me. That obviously don't show, like, when I'm hanging out with friends. Like, why? I'm not going to just trauma dump on everyone. Like, there's no point. If I want to talk to you, I'll, hit you up personally.
Especially when everybody else is tripping, too.
Yeah, right, bro.
Probably the worst time to do it.
Yeah, like, hey, you guys. Like, say some dark-ass shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I killed my dog when I was 3.
Yeah.
What?
They're like, Jack,
Fuck, you just say Jackman?
Right.
Hold on. Here's your wallet back. Go.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out.
So it is, bro. It's just like, I love them though. Psychedelics. Like, I just feel like I've learned. I
like the reflection of it.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's helped me a lot, bro. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I think we've said this in previous conversations, but like for me, I would never want to tell somebody that the answer for everything is psychedelics because I don't think that, and
Right.
I also think that you shouldn't even get too lost in mind-altering substances, no matter what they are.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, no matter what it is, you can lose yourself, and you need to have at least one foot in reality at all times.
You can't. Yeah, you go into psychosis. Like essentially, if you're just gone all the time from reality, and you like use these as a way to escape reality.
And I've been there. I mean, I have felt like a fucking alien.
Right.
When I was deep into my phase of tripping, and mainly it was acid when I was deep in it, because it was like I had first found it,
Right.
and I would trip every few days.
Right.
I had this whole like way of pacing out my tolerance
So
just
it'd
right.
work, yeah.
Exactly, because I knew I couldn't do it every day, but I could do it every few days. So, and that was the only reason I wasn't doing it every day, because of my tolerance.
Right.
So it's like I was so separated from the fucking regular world because every trip would just send me in this other fucking direction to the
Yeah.
point where I'm like 10 steps away from the path
Right.
now because I've just I have no time to integrate. I'll just go all the way out there, and then I'll be like, let's go again.
All the trip really does is give you the ideas.
And you need to integrate
And you
those.
need to integrate those sober.
Exactly.
Like in reality. You need to take something unrealistic that you got from your trip and pull it into your reality. If you're just always floating, you're like, oh, I understand. Let me go back and get some more. Okay, now let me go back and get. So you're never there.
You can't bring it back.
Yeah, right.
That's a great way to describe it. If you're always floating, you'll never touch the ground.
Yeah, boom.
Wow.
Boom. Another quote for y'all. That's crazy.
Good, man.
That's a good one.
I love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just remember feeling like I could never make any real sense of it. It was frustrating. And also, I find acid to be a little bit more of a mind fuck than mushrooms.
Agreed.
So I think that didn't help, that I was only doing acid at the time, and it was just mainly out of necessity. I didn't have access to mushrooms.
Right.
Now mushrooms are 100% my preference.
Same,
I don't
bro.
even think I would do acid again.
That's the same path I went down, bro. Same shit.
I just love mushrooms. There's something to me that's so much more.
It's like nature.
It feels more
it's
in
natural,
tune with the universe.
Right. Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It does.
And I always come out of it feeling like there was something there. I mean, one of the best things about a mushroom trip is not even the trip, but the way you feel the next day.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. Yes. And acid just feels very synthetic when you take it too. It just doesn't kind of feels like it's trying to be mushrooms.
Yes.
know?
Like, whoa, my fingers feel tingly.
Yeah.
And whoa, everything's just
And
kind
they're
of.
cool. I love it. I liked acid a lot. Like I loved my acid trips, but I couldn't agree more when you say it's just something about the mushrooms. I don't know, and the sense of it this is growing here. Like it's a fungi.
Yeah,
like,
and fungi
it's
is very similar to human.
Right,
when
yeah,
it
they
comes
breathe
to-
oxygen and shit. It's like weird. It's not a plant nor an animal. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, where did, I've always.
And the largest organism in the fucking world is a mushroom.
Really?
Yes.
I did hear
It's in
that.
a forest, and it's
Right.
all under the ground.
Yeah, yup. Hey, you want to know what that makes me think about? Let me ask you this. So they consider that one organism, this large group, it's like one fungi that is all together. They work with each other, right? And it's really big. But they're kind of separate at the same time.
I think it's all one.
So it's just one big mushroom, kind of?
Yeah, it just kept growing out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what I was getting at is, do you think, think about an ant colony, okay? There's all these different individual ants, right? They all have jobs. You have a bunch of worker ants. You have a queen ant that kind of controls the colony. Don't you think that, when you look at an ant colony as a whole, it's kind of one organism, like the whole colony?
Yeah, in a way.
You
Kind
know
of like
what I
birds,
mean?
too, though. When you see birds fly, and they all fly in a...
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
And what's crazy about it with ants and birds is that they're not speaking.
I know.
There's no
Isn't that
verbal
weird?
communication.
Like, how does it work? It's just something in their DNA. It's so weird, bro. Like, what is everything, bro?
It's the nature of the universe, though.
It's just weird,
It's
though.
a question. It's a ruse, man.
It
That's what I
is,
think,
yeah.
though. When I see that type of shit, I think, it's got to be deeper than this.
I know, bro. It is. It's got, with everything I know and understand how things work, it has to be deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has to be, unless everything I know isn't true. Or there's more that I don't know, which there
There's
probably
just some
is.
things that make it seem like it literally has to be.
Right.
Because I hear what you're saying. Yeah, maybe there's just something I don't know that would make it all make sense.
Right.
But then there's just strange little synchronicities of the universe
Right.
that just happen to line up. Or just the way that things play out sometimes in life. Can you think of a time in your life where everything just happened to fall into place?
Right.
Or when that one day when you get all those green lights and you get exactly where you need to go and it just felt correct.
Yeah.
There's just some things that occur in this world that are beyond explanation. Yeah, you could try and say, oh, well, it was just, you just got lucky, you hit every green light. Yeah, but there's something bigger than that.
Yeah, do you believe in coincidences?
I believe that coincidences can occur. Yes, but I also think that it's more productive. It's a healthier way to live to just assume that things are happening for a reason.
Yeah, boom. That's a good way to put it, bro. Because why not? It's not hurting you to think that way.
Exactly.
You know what
And
I
if you
mean?
look at things that way, it feels more purposeful.
Yeah. And that's why I'm not a very religious person, but for people who are religious, but they just are to themselves, it's not like they're out here like, hey, you need to be religious, or they're like, I'm spreading the gospel of Jesus. They're just doing their own thing and they're religious. I really respect people like that because I feel like religion is a good guide to live a good life. In some circumstances, it can be. And I don't know. It's just like we just said, you might as well believe that everything happens for a reason. It's just a better way to, here's all these perks of believing that way.
Yeah, that's why I've always respected religion too.
Right,
Same
because
reason.
it's like, yeah, why not believe it?
And those people have more of a moral code than a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them just use it to not have a moral code.
I agree.
It makes sense.
They cover up for.
Yeah.
Actually, I realized that when I was talking to somebody not too long ago. I said that exact point I just made, and they went,
Right, yeah.
because they knew a lot of Christians that did not follow that.
Right.
But I honestly, I
think
don't
it's
think that's
both.
the majority.
No, me neither.
yeah.
I agree. I think the majority are good. Like Christians, I think majority of them are good people.
Or at least the intent is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some of them might not even know what they're doing, and they're doing a bad thing with it. you know, and I just don't think it's just not for me, you know. But I don't hate on anyone. It's a
Well,
religion,
go back to psychedelics, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think psychedelics started from, or religion started with
Right.
psychedelics.
Yeah.
There's that whole idea of, and think about some of the trips you've had and how, I've never had a more religious experience than the trips I've had.
Right.
Never in my life
Yeah.
have I ever felt something more certainly than in those experiences.
Yeah.
And so to me, like, that theory makes 100% sense.
Right.
Like, of course.
Yeah, you had that experience. Of course, I'd create a religion. I'd create a religion about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love them, though.
I can think of one thing I took out from a trip not too long ago that I'll never, ever forget it. I was laying in my bed, as I do, as we've established,
Right.
in the dark.
With the blanket.
And I just remember, like, it occurred to me, and I was, like, laughing. It was hilarious because it was at the utmost clarity. Like, I am the only thing in my way. And that, you normally know that. Like,
Right.
you know that right now.
Yeah.
But in that moment,
Yeah.
it was the funniest thing. Like, oh my God. Like, duh. Like, I'm literally the only thing holding myself
knew
back.
it. Like, you actually felt and understand it. And oh my, like, duh.
Yes!
Like, yeah.
And I'll never forget how it felt to understand that so clearly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember
Yeah.
being in that moment going, what?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, why am I
Like, I
stopping
could do-
myself from anything?
Yes.
And then I
bro.
thought too, like, what is my purpose then? Like, what is my purpose in this world? It's to shine light onto other people. Simple as that. That's what I love to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now by having you here.
Bet.
And that's what I do by talking with people. I try to spread that light to people however I can. Like, yo, what you're doing is dope. And like I try to get people to believe in themselves and shit, because everybody falls out of that all the time.
Right.
And for me, like, I know what it is to fall away from that, and I know how fucking terrible the world can be. And I just, when I think, like, what could my place in the world be that would make me feel purposeful, it's to shine that light, because I have that gift. That's my superpower. And that's
Man.
the other thing I realized during that trip, is we all have superpowers.
Yeah.
And when I don't shine my light on people, I'm wasting my superpower.
Yeah. Damn. That's
So why would I
deep.
stop myself from doing that?
I love that, bro.
And I'll never forget that thought, like that whole thought pattern and that process that plays itself out. Because all of that makes perfect sense, but the way that it made sense in that moment, it was just like, oh, this is undeniable.
Yeah, like the
I'm
clarity
wasting
was-
my life by not acknowledging that this
Yeah.
is the way things are.
Right, bro. Like the yeah. I've been in those same shoes, bro. Where the clarity is just so unreal. You couldn't, like, yeah, you always knew it. It's just hard to explain.
And
like,
you can't even
really,
let go of it.
Yeah.
Like, when you walk out of that experience, you can't forget it. Even if
Right.
you wanted to. Even if you wanted to fall back into that ignorant, nah, I'll just fucking mind my own business. I don't need to try all this shit.
Right.
Because for me, I could just easily, okay, that was cool, but I'm just going to go work a 9 to 5. And
Yeah.
I don't need to do all this shit.
Yes, it matters how you react to it as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's life, though, too, is like, yeah, you feel these things in your heart, but what you choose to do is what actually
Right.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm never going to forget that. And I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to let go of that. Because that I felt so religiously. I felt it so strongly. Man.
Damn.
Even in this moment right now,
Yeah.
it's all just coming
revisiting
right back
it gives
to
you
me,
that
man.
feeling, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
because I feel it so passionately. I really, really, really love to see people shine. Dude.
yeah. Man. Shout out the Ruse, man. We got the Ruse in the building, bro. Shout out Ruse. He's
The
a
one,
real,
the only.
one and only Ruse, man. Because life is a ruse. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
What were some of those experiences that you had then? Some of those coming to moments?
I mean, I've had a lot psychedelically and just spiritually, really. I think the most recent one was not that long ago is I was a lot more popular in like 2016, 17 than I am now. It felt like I was. I was still
In your head.
Yeah, right out of high school, you know what I'm saying? It just I wasn't really worried. I was like, we're gonna get rich in like 2 years. So for it to like felt like
Been there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For it to slow down and then it's like hard to deal with that, right? So I dropped Lethargic Thoughts in 2018. I was trying to drop it since like 2017. It took like way too long to get out. And I dropped the tape. And then after that, I didn't drop any music up until Meditated, like real recently. So during that time, I feel like that was the most recent time when like something hit me crazy. And this one was a psychedelic experience. I was tripping. And I don't really know exactly how it went, but basically at the end of the trip, like I came outside of this knowing that it kind of killed my ego a little bit. How I said I felt bigger, I just felt like I was worried about what everyone else thought of me and how big I needed to be to succeed. It wasn't about the music anymore.
And you were living outside of the present moment.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, no, I just need to make music. I need to just go back to my roots. Why did I get into this? Because I love rapping. I love making music. This is why I do it. It's because I like it, you know? Yeah, there's an extension that I want my music to help people, speak to people. But that's an extension of just me doing it because I like to do it. That's the biggest realization was, wow, why do I care about any of this? You know, and it literally made me cry. Like I was bawling my eyes out, like just so happy though. These were like good tears, like happy tears. I was just,
yeah, because it's like it's a coming to moment. It's a profound realization.
Yeah, and it's always something so simple. Yeah, you know, but it's hard to get through to someone. You know,
the last time we had this conversation, I watched it back. I think it was the second podcast we did together, episode 51 of the show, and I remember. What had happened was you said something like, imagine being somebody who's never done psychedelics hearing us talking about this. Yeah. And my response was like, I didn't get exactly what you were trying to say. I remember watching it back and realizing, oh, that's what he meant. Right. Like, you were saying that if you were someone who's never experienced it, you literally have no idea what we're describing.
Right.
Like,
yeah, for real though. Like,
because like I remember my response when you said that was like, oh, when I was a kid, I always thought it was interesting, and I just kind of went into my thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I realized like, oh, he's right. Like, if you don't know what that is, you don't know.
Yeah, because like someone's watching it, they're like, what do you mean you realize like you just gotta do what you love?
And why
like,
are you crying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. So
that's why it's such a hard thing to describe, dude. Because and that's why it's so frustrating when you hear people talk policy or talk about how bad psychedelics can be. It's like, have you ever done them?
Right.
Have you ever tried them?
Yeah.
And it's a shitty argument, but it's not, because if you did do it one time, I bet you would be thinking much differently about it.
I guarantee it. It's not like, yeah, I do drugs. If I'm doing a drug, it's because I want to get high, usually. When I do a psychedelic, it's not. Yeah, sometimes it's because I just want to trip. I'm not going to lie.
That's
but
what
it's
it started
way
as
different.
For me.
Yeah, that is how it started, actually.
I knew there was something deeper inside of my soul that craved. Like, I knew it was like what I said earlier in the conversation. Life can't just be this.
Right.
There has to be more than this. And then I found the thing that fucking confirmed it. It's like, whoa, there is more than this. Like, reality is beyond what we know it to be.
Dude, I have the perfect analogy for this. All right, listen. You know how our eyes, there's a lot more light that we can't see. Ultraviolet light or infrared light and shit like that, right? Gamma rays and shit. These are all light rays. Our eyes can't see them though. So we can only comprehend a sliver of the actual light spectrum, our human eyes. I feel the best way to explain reality and consciousness, our human brain can only perceive a sliver of the actual consciousness and reality that's happening around us.
Yeah, think of it like if you were looking through a paper towel roll, and then all of a sudden you pull the paper towel roll off your eyes. Yeah, boom,
bro. It's like, it's just a lot. That's like the closest I feel like we can get to like explaining like the realization that you actually have like during these experiences.
That's the most sense we can make of it, because as you said, we don't really know.
Yeah.
Like, what are they really? Because now we're starting to get more studies and we're starting to get more of it. But it's when I hear a neuroscientist explaining mushrooms, I appreciate the information, but at the same time, you don't need to demystify it. Like,
Right.
you don't need to make all this sense of it. It is what it is either
Yeah,
way.
you eat it and this happens. Like,
Exactly.
who cares what's going on in your brain? Like, that's interesting, but really that doesn't offer any more answers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You're not truly getting to what the experience
Yeah.
is.
Right.
You're trying to explain it, and I get that, but have you done it? Because it's
right.
very, very hard to quantify what exactly that is.
Right. Because human experience shouldn't be discounted for scientific terminology and like what happens in your brain when you get happy, right? Like basically dopamine is released in your brain. Like, but dopamine is also released in your brain when you're not happy for like when you have sex or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just like they'll map the activity in your brain. This was happening in your brain when this happens. But you can't, that doesn't truly explain any like experience. Like
it's helpful, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, no, and it is helpful. Like we should continue to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a genuine lover of, especially neuroscience.
Yeah,
I really love to
science
hear
in
about how the
general.
brain works.
Yeah,
and
me too.
For the same reason, because I think that I'm really into philosophy. I'm really into, psychedelics make me think a lot more spiritually,
Right.
and they make me think a lot about so what is this life that we're living, and what is this brain that is containing this life? And it makes you think a lot about that. So I love to, while I love to hear it explained, I also agree with the sentiment you're saying, where it's like, it is what it is either way.
Yeah.
You don't, by over-explaining it, you're almost going to get to the point where you're overthinking everything now. And now, if I do this, my dopamine's going to...
Yeah, right.
Like, dude, fucking stop and just live your life.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Like, what does happen when I do this? But it's not right. It's not the answer to like what it is.
No,
you know what I mean?
If anything, what I love the most about it is that it can explain phenomena that I previously could not put words to.
Right. You're like, okay, well, this is what at least is happening in your head.
Exactly.
Or, what physically is happening in your brain.
Like Andrew Huberman is one of my favorite, Huberman Lab. It's one of the best podcasts I've ever seen. And he's a neuroscientist from Harvard, and he'll just he does episodes on, he'll do one on sleep, he'll do one on appetite, and he's like past 100 episodes now. Some of my favorite episodes of his are, like, I'll never forget the information that I learned from him. Like, he's the reason that I focus so much on my sleep. And I know that it matters because I heard him explain it. And that all makes sense. Yeah. And then once I took what he said into account and I did that, holy shit. Like, when I get good sleep, I feel a million times better. I feel like a different human being.
Literally, bro. I can attest for that this week. Like, I had one good night of sleep and I just felt so good, bro.
Like so good. Like, you're walking around like strutting and shit.
I was smiling and shit. Everyone at work's like, damn, you're happy as hell today.
Like, SpongeBob, I'm ready.
I run into fucking work like this.
So man, I think that when you try to over-explain the psychedelic experience, you're just missing the point.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word for it right there, bro. You're just missing the point. Go ahead and try it out responsibly if you want to.
Well, and the psychedelics are trying to show you the point.
Yeah.
They're trying to show you that, like, no, stop getting too deep into the literal and just be in this.
Yeah.
This is all right.
Because there's no time usually when you're tripping, you're living right now. My phone has disappeared. I'm usually not thinking. I feel like the reason people have bad trips is because they try to get, like, when you trip, you should be living right now, right? Mm-hmm. People will trip and then start thinking about shit that happened or thinking about the future and give themselves a bad trip.
Or they don't, exactly, they don't give in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just gotta let it happen, bro. You're gonna be all right.
It's a metaphor for life itself, that life is a freestyle, and that you have to give in and just let that flow.
Bro, that quote is so hard. We've said that so many times throughout our episodes, bro. I love it, bro. Like, you made me love it.
Ever since I heard you say it, I have never stopped saying it.
Yeah, life's a freestyle. It really is, bro. Life's a freestyle.
When I was talking to Joey Koff on the podcast, he even said it. He said, we're freestyling right now.
Yeah.
Like, as we're doing this, we're really freestyling. Yeah. Life is a freestyle.
Shout out Joey Koff, bro. Joey Koff had me on, he booked me for a show.
Okay.
It was dope. It was
Was it the one he just had?
yeah, pretty recently. It was at that venue on Davison Road across from Banana Boat.
Yeah, it's a little smoke venue.
Yeah, right. So it was dope, bro. I loved it. Kevin Clouds was there. Shout Kevin. Young Flacco. Shout Young Flacco and some other artists. Yeah, shout out everyone was there. It was so fun, bro. I loved performing.
He told me there was a lot of performers there. That's what he
Yeah,
was
there
telling
was
me.
like almost 10 of us.
Yeah.
It was sick, bro. Joey Koff, when I was coming up, he was one of the first like bigger artists I met. Like it was just me and my friends rapping, and then we met a guy who was like, "Hey, do you want to come to a Joey Koff music video shoot?" In like 2016, is my friend Trevor Barrett knew Joey Koff somehow, and yeah, I was like, "Damn, this guy's a shit." Like I need to get on his. This is my first like, oh, there's a whole music scene. I was just trying to I didn't know there was a scene out here in Flint at all. I wasn't even on Facebook yet. Like, I was like, oh, this is cool. So shout out Joey Koff. This is my dog.
Yeah, Joey makes great music.
He does.
One thing that I'll always say about Joey is that he is incredibly good at building up a flow that makes phonetic sense. Like when you hear his songs, he'll set up a punchline that like he sets everything up so all of the dominoes fall right down into the punch.
Yeah, facts.
And that's just, I respect that so
That's
much.
a good way to put it.
Yeah,
That's
because
a
he,
good way to put it.
does it every time.
Yeah.
He's so good at setting up his punchlines. It's
Lyrical as fuck.
Lyrical
really,
as
like
fuck.
a good writer, bro. That's what That's what it means to be a good writer, bro. Is to be able to do something like that. How you explained it, like where they all connect, like this whole, like this. I don't even know the stanza, I guess, like of like these like 4, 5, 6 bars, like all go together. Kinda.
But it's all you can't take one piece out. It's
Right,
all gotta
yeah.
be there. Yeah.
Hey, can we? I've been drinking these teas. Bathroom break.
Yes. We'll be right back, folks. So you want to know the sauce?
Right. So back to the podcast, everyone. Welcome back. Yeah. So what I was saying is, you got the sauce on TikTok right now. The content that you're posting is just, you got it down. Now, just looking as an observer, I see what you're doing, and I could try to replicate it, but I just want it. Like, I'd like to know your exact method of how you go about it, I guess.
Well, I think on the last podcast we did together, you asked me something very similar, and it might have even been pretty much the same question,
Right?
Because I don't want to give you the same exact answer. I think it's a little bit deeper, but what I said was that a lot of it is practicality.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, because the algorithm is the algorithm. You can't change that. But what you can control is how will people perceive this content immediately? Because a lot of it is that first 3 to 5 seconds.
That's right.
And then after that, how do I keep them watching? So for me, what I'm trying to do lately is focus on how do I ensure that what I am showing you is not, like, I'm not tricking you into watching my content. I'm not making you feel like I bamboozled you. I'm giving you exactly what I'm telling you I'm giving you.
But what
and that's
about
why I like
what
to do
about
these...
making the content, like, that's like when you're presenting it, but like when just making it, like, how do you go about, what am I gonna make today? Do you have a schedule? Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Good question. So the creative process itself.
Right. Yeah.
Well, see, what's odd about me is that I have my hands in a couple different places. So that's part of the issue. One thing that I've been trying to get better with is literally creating a spreadsheet, because I want to take this shit more seriously. Like, if I'm going to be doing a podcast and music, these are 2 jobs.
Right.
These are 2 things that I need to be doing consistently.
Yes.
Because one thing I've realized recently is I am not publicly what I am in my head. Like, I believe that I am something grander.
The greatest.
Not even necessarily.
I believe that.
I'm the best rapper of all time. Yeah, obviously. But, like, it's how do I... Because, like, in your head as a creator, as a rapper, as an artist, you're thinking, oh, man, I have so many songs that I've put out. Like, these people should know by now that I put in all this work. But nobody ever knows that you put in all that work. Like, think about the people that you discover. Like, when I first discovered Joe Rogan, I didn't discover him on episode 1.
Right.
I didn't discover him on episode 50. I discovered him on, like, episode 600.
Damn. As did most people.
As did most people. So it's coming to terms with that and then thinking, okay, so I need to be more consistent. Because clearly, like, and it's funny
Damn.
because I hear from everybody else,
point.
Ruse, you're so consistent. I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I'm my biggest critic.
Right.
So when I hear people say that, I'm like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea how hard I am on myself.
Bro, good. So then that makes me realize that I need to be harder on myself with my consistency.
Yeah.
Because I do think you are so consistent. Contrast to me, you are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and I don't even think I'm that. I think
Right.
I could be a lot better.
So I need to do the same thing to myself.
You need to
then.
optimize your time.
Right. Okay.
So it's like this is what I'm trying to do now is I'll get a piece of paper with, just lined paper.
Yeah,
And
loose
I'll use
leaf.
the horizontal lines and then I'll make some vertical lines and I'll create a spreadsheet.
Okay.
And then I'll
Physical spreadsheet.
exactly.
All right.
It's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
How could I properly utilize my time on all of these days so that I can put out a podcast 2 days a week? And I actually, when I was realizing that I wanted to ramp things up, this was a necessity now because
Yeah.
now before we started filming today, I told you I was going to ramp it up and you said, well, how are you even going to do that?
Right.
Because that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay.
I thought the same thing. So I had to get a piece of paper and scheme it out.
Actually schedule it. Kinda.
Yeah, because I have to render the videos before they come out. And if I'm putting them out 2 days a week, that means I have to render it probably at least 2 days before. It takes about 6 hours to render because of all the sharpening and all this stuff that's going into it. So usually I want to render it at night. But if I'm going to be going out to the gym or anything like that, I guess that's a good time to do it. Take my dog for a
Right.
walk
Something where you're gone.
away from the computer.
Yeah.
Ideally, I have a separate desktop or a separate laptop just for rendering.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
Okay.
have. Because then I don't have to worry about that. Then I could be filming a podcast
While
while I render a
rendering.
podcast. But right now I can't do that. So I have to manage that. And then on top of all of that, it's like the clips. I also have to edit the clips. And when am I going to do that?
Right.
Within this same 7-day span. So now it's like, okay, it's going to take me about, let's say, I think the time slots I'm doing for the podcast are 6 hours. So if I'm giving anybody a podcast, if I'm messaging you,
Right.
I'll say 10, 2, or 6 if I have the whole day free. And it's a 4-hour block. So and generally that's worked pretty well so far.
Right.
And I've done 2 days now where I've done 2 podcasts a day. And it's perfectly fallen into place like each time where it's like, okay, that was just about right. 4 hours is just about right. Because, yeah, you could do a 2-hour podcast, but the little breaks we've taken here and stuff like
It
that.
goes a little longer.
Yeah, it goes a little longer. And some people, dude, we could spend all day in
Oh
this
God, we
room.
really truly could
Yeah.
not leave till tonight.
Exactly.
We could rap for 10 hours.
We could. And I would love it.
Yeah.
But like the thing is,
Can't do that.
we can't do that if I have a podcast later in the day.
Yeah.
And so it's like, how do I make this work? And you often hear from successful people, they'll say that. They'll say, at one point in time, I had to really figure out how to properly use my time.
Right.
So, yeah, I have about 6-hour blocks for the podcasts. Let's say we do them on, and this is an example because I don't have I have the notebook. It's right here.
Oh, let's go.
I can pull out the spreadsheet and I
Let's
can
go.
say at least what the schematic I kind of had laid out was. So I have a couple different layouts that I did in here. But I'm trying to
You
find...
got a web in there, bro. You had the web in there, bitch. Let's go.
We're just trying to scheme this shit out, man. I'm trying to make this make sense. So I think the best one I can look at would probably be back here. I have another one that I just can't find, though, because there was 2 different ones that I did, and one of them was beyond just the podcast. It was like, when should I be working on music? That's why I'm trying to find that one. I'm going to find it right now. But we'll just look at this one for now.
Yeah.
So I had it in 2-hour blocks, and how I did it was, I'm trying to make it so the camera can see too. So a new podcast on Tuesdays from 2 to 4. And then a new podcast on Saturdays from 2 to 4. Okay, that's great. So we know that's going to be happening. Or not 2 to 4, but however long the podcast is, they debut at 2 on those days. Yeah, so if we're putting out 2 a week, that means I have to render at least on Thursday night. So it's ready the day before because...
Hopefully Wednesday maybe.
Maybe even Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, at latest Thursday. Yes, exactly. Because I don't want to be doing it last minute. And the other thing is, it's a 2K video. So I have to upload it to YouTube early so that way the processing.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a whole other thing. But that means I'd be rendering on the Thursdays and the Sundays, ideally. Now, I wish I had the other one, though, because like I said, dude, that one's got a lot more, it's a lot more in-depth. Because in that one, I was really trying to figure out, okay, so if I'm going to be doing that at these times... And I did it before that one, so I don't think I'm gonna find it though. Sadly,
Damn.
shamefully, because I didn't plan this out.
Right.
I had no idea. That you were
I
gonna
don't
ask
have
me
it.
this. Dude, I love when people interview Ruse. I really do. 'Cause I go deep on my shit.
Hell
I
yeah,
overthink
man.
everything, so I'm happy to share.
Hey, but I meant to mention this earlier. That shirt's hard as fuck, by the way.
Thank you, man. You like Theo Von?
Yeah, I love Theo Von, bro.
I hugged him
When?
when I saw him live in Detroit.
When?
And,
Like this year?
a couple years ago now. And I forgot that I hugged him, but I have a picture with him, and it's the picture of my my Finstagram, whatever you want to call it, Ruse Clues. That is the profile picture on there, I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
And I just remember, like, he came out, because what happened was Theo had just performed, and I knew that, like, if you wait in the lobby, sometimes the comedian's going to have to come out through the lobby. So I'm like, telling my sister,
eventually.
no, we're not leaving. Like, we might meet Theo. We're waiting here.
Oh, you smart.
Yeah. And like all these people are leaving. I'm like, nah. And by the way, I did see Long Neck there too. Shout out Long Neck.
Shout out Long Neck.
Long Neck is a Theo Von fan.
Dude, Long Neck, that makes sense. Bro, him and Theo Von, like, just a video of them talking.
Yeah,
for, like,
they never
Right,
collab.
that'd be hilarious.
That'd be so
bro.
good.
Yeah. They should do that. Hey,
I feel like Theo would be like,
to...
I had a guy back at home who had a long neck.
Yeah, I would say some shit. And, bro, it'd be so good. Long Neck would come up with something funny ass to say, like, yeah, man, that's literally like a titty, you know? And, bro, send this to Long Neck, bro. Shout out Long Neck. Dog, y'all gotta do that, bro. For real.
Long Neck, I'll have you on the pod too.
Dude, you should, bro. That would be perfect. Long Neck hasn't. I've never. That'd be
He did
perfect.
No Jumper. He did a couple,
Right?
but not
Yeah,
much.
good point. And
Yeah.
he did actually. You ever watch that? Before they were famous on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
He did Long Neck, bro. Like
He did,
It
yeah.
was dope, bro. I remember watching that.
I did see that one too, but like, 'cause it's before they were famous, but then he still interviews them as well.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he'll
actually
do the
interviewed
biography and then he brings them on.
Right. Yeah. It was dope. It was like a phone interview or something. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But shout out Long Neck.
Shout out Long Neck for sure. Shout out Long Neck Gang.
Long Neck. Hey, shout out Wide Neck too. That's my dog too. Me and him are cool.
Shout out all the necks.
Shout out All Necks Matter.
We next up.
Yeah. Bro, these guys were lit for a while.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
Long Neck's still out there.
For me, it is, bro. Like, I don't care what anyone says, bro. Long Neck's a top 10, like, Flint goat.
Right? Like there's saliva on that neck right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Long Neck.
He is top 10.
I love him, bro.
Like it's funny because even though like I just feel like he's kind of the perfect mascot for Flint.
Me too, bro.
If that makes any sense at all.
100% does.
I mean, I
Flint
don't even
area.
want to elaborate on it. I
Yeah.
think that says it all.
Period.
But anyway, back to the schematics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have that concept laid out of, okay, so I want to be doing this amount of episodes. Okay, that's nice. That's nice that you want to do that many. How are you going to achieve that? So we have this amount of episodes. Now I'm going to have to, let's say, how I did it the last time is I did 2-hour blocks, and then I thought, okay, so I'll have 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here. I really wish I had it, man. It's bothering me, actually.
Do you
because-
plan your TikTok too, or just not as much? You kind of
Well,
wing
okay,
that.
so what it was I was trying. I had never really done this before this. I'm just trying to add some order to it.
Uh-huh.
But I would have those podcast days. I would say it's probably going to take me about 2 hours to edit one podcast clip. So that'll be a 2-hour block right there. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is like everything should be blocked out.
Okay.
So I know that I'm going to be doing podcasts these days. And I know it's going to take about, like I said, a 4-hour block to film a podcast. And then there's probably, I would say, a 2 to 4 hour block to edit a podcast. And then there's the render. Now that's all podcasting. Now, how do I do music as well?
Right.
Because with music, it's not just the fact that there's multiple things. As a musician, I'm also making music content on things like TikTok and
Right.
things like Instagram. And so if that's the case, then I want to be not only making new singles, which is one thing I've failed to do for a long time, is actually put stuff out on
Yeah.
Spotify and Apple Music and all these platforms. I need to be making short form content that fits on these platforms that also adheres to that brand.
Right.
Like one thing I would do before is I would just post anything, and I shouldn't be doing that. I should be only posting music stuff. And it's like the way that I laid it out on the schedule, I remember it was like I'll do one song every week, And then I will also do two or three, I think it was three separate musical things every week. And let's say I'm going to dedicate maybe three separate 2-hour blocks to that song, that single. So that includes mixing and mastering. So one of those blocks will probably be the writing process. One of those blocks will probably be the recording process. One of them will probably be the mixing and mastering.
Got you.
So that's that. That's one single a week.
Yeah.
And so let's say on Monday I'm going to write it. On Wednesday I'm going to record it. And then on Friday I'm going to mix and master it. Boom, new single. And I'm also fitting that in the schedule with the podcast.
Yeah.
Like it has to happen at the same time.
Right.
Joe Rogan is one of my biggest role models. Like, how the fuck does that guy do all the things he does?
Right.
Like, he's so consistent on his podcast. It's like you almost forget he has 2-3 other jobs.
Yeah.
And he has hobbies.
Right.
Right. So it's like, I need to be realistic. I need to be able to actually do all of that. And then the other thing is, I got those songs. So how about that other content?
Right.
Because
okay. Damn, that's a lot of work, bro.
It is.
That's a lot of fucking work.
It is. Because now, not only am I dropping the single, I'm also producing. What I like to think is I don't want to get stale, so I should probably be rewriting maybe short songs, like little poetry type things that are like a cappella raps.
Right.
Where it's something I can just pump out real quick, like just 4 bars, super quick. And I've done quite a few of those. I have one that's like, attention is commodity, the odyssey is dead. Pleasantries are property, improperly we're fed. Castles now are crumbling, the king's another fed. Close your eyes and... Oh, I'm not going to remember how it ends.
And you just
it's
post
so
it to TikTok, and you're like, Ruse, at the end or something, and you just post that to TikTok?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'll just post that as a simple, short little thing. Or, I'm sure you've seen a lot of these short song things that I'll do.
You find a good section of the song or whatever.
Yeah, and it'll literally just be a small piece of content that I... usually how that creative process occurs, because what I'm describing to you is the way I am doing it. The way that I've been doing it with those is I would just be scrolling on TikTok and all of a sudden I'd see one of those duet challenges, or I would see a beat and I'd be like, oh, okay, so I'll just rap over that. I got my stuff to mix it and master it and record it, so I already have all that.
Okay,
I just
see.
need to write the rap, and then I can produce a small piece of content. And to me, what's so genius about that is it's basically a song. So many people comment on those TikToks, and they're like, make this a full song.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a full song. What is a song?
Right.
A song is whatever a song is. So I'm just making 30, 60-second songs, and then posting those as content as well. And like I said, I want to keep that blade sharpened.
Damn, that's hard, bro. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So before I would just I would scroll, and to me it made sense because I'm not gonna go and buy this $200 beat when I can just get this beat for free and release it as free content that has a music video as well.
Duh, yeah.
Duh. So yeah, and matter of fact, one of those TikToks that I made, I told you about this before, it was based on one of the freestyles we did in this room, because I remember I heard it back and I was able to find the beat. And I just recorded it and then made it as a 60-second TikTok based on the freestyle that I did. So you can even do shit like that where it's like, oh, that was good. If I just...
I just posted a freestyle to TikTok I was doing with some friends. It was so hard, I turned it into a song.
I wake up...
Yeah, that one, it's a song now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could post a TikTok how it started, and it's the freestyle, how it's going, and then it's the music video.
And actually, that is what I'm bad at. That because I'm not good at I feel like, not to toot my own horn, but I'm almost too creative to the point where I look down on that type of shit. I'm like, no, I don't want to conform.
That's so cliche of TikTok clichéness, how it started. And it's this and that. That's
I don't want to post the same thing as you.
You're right.
Yeah.
But it works,
But it
bro.
works.
It's stupid. You got to dumb yourself down sometimes. I love being that's why that song, I love that song, the one we're talking about right now. But it's a simple song. Now, I have some crazy shit, lyrical ass fucking Joey Koff, Domino falling bars, and they only get respected by rappers and shit. I feel like my early music, I made music for other musicians, other rappers. You know what I'm saying,
dude? I had a musician tell me just recently. He said, with all due respect, you're music is too smart. Like he basically told me that I'm making music for musicians,
Right.
And the musicians are already impressed.
Yeah.
But I need to focus on the regular person
The
now.
masses.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because the regular person doesn't give a shit that I perfectly crafted that bar.
Right. Bro, this does it sound good? Did it hit me instantly?
Yeah.
That's what they care about. But me being an artist, like I loved that shit always growing up. Like some of my biggest influences are real lyrical ass rappers, like Mos Def and Eminem and Nas and shit. Like, why do people like Nas? Like, if you ask me why I like Nas I mean, I guess it's a lot of reasons. Like, he embodies like New York hip hop, I guess. But it really boils down to his lyricism and how he crafts these bars together. If I ask my friend Coy, who's my roommate now, he's more of like an NBA YoungBoy guy, but he loves Nas still though. I wonder why he likes Nas though. I have a feeling it's a different reason because I think Nas is hitting both at the same time. And there's a lot of people that are, like Benny the Butcher. Like, there's lyrical rappers out there that are going to strike my fancy, but they're also going to strike the fancy of a more casual listener.
I mean, the best example is Eminem.
Really, though, that is the best example. Everyone loves Eminem. I mean, you know what I'm saying, though.
He does it almost to a fault.
Yeah.
Like he's so good, but like people, I don't know. I feel like it's just hard to, like Eminem's stuff can be really, really good and really, really smart, but it's also just palatable enough. Like I feel like if Eminem really wanted to be the rapper's rapper,
yeah,
and
he
over
has
time
recently
he's gotten too
Exactly.
far into that direction.
Right.
Like, I think
and that's why
back in
people
the-
don't like him no more.
Exactly.
It's because he's just super lyrical. Like,
and I say this with all due respect. If anything, it's like we're respecting him as a musician. We're saying he's a musician's musician, and he needs to be more of the people's musician,
which he was before. Like Slim Shady, lyrical, but Slim Shady is the reason Slim Shady was successful is just shock value, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, damn, did you hear what he said? It's not what he said.
Yeah,
it's
there's nothing super stickety-dickety-dickety about, hi kids, do you like violence? Do you want to see me stick 9-inch nails between each of my eyelids?
Right. Like at core, it's just like, damn, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you really listen, it is too. Like, hi kids, do you like violence? Want to see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids?
But he's making it palatable.
Right, very palatable. But
Yeah.
us as musicians are like, oh, damn, those syllables, there's a lot of syllables in that shit that all match together. Casual listeners just like, oh, fuck, he's crazy. He's talking to kids about this and that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did them both good.
Yeah.
Now he's just, I love, you just made me realize that's why I'm one of the guys who loves Eminem still. It's because I'm a musician.
And
I'm
to me, I'll listen to the stuff he does now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When he dropped that campaign speech song, if you remember that one.
Yeah, for Donald Trump on BET, that one?
No. It was called Campaign Speech, I think it was called.
I don't know.
It was weird because it was like a super duper minimalist instrumental, and the story behind it was that like Eminem had just freestyled, and then they just added the beat afterwards. And
When did
it's
this
like
come
a
out?
6-minute freestyle.
Oh.
I feel like it was back around. I'm not sure actually. I don't know.
You know, if it was before or after Kamikaze, like.
I think it was before. It had to be
Okay.
before. It was well before Kamikaze.
Okay.
I think it was actually like around 2016, 2015.
Was it
in that
around,
era.
like
post Marshall
March
Mathers
Madness
LP 2?
Okay, perfect. I was just
Yeah.
okay. I got you. I hear
I
you.
feel like it was post Marshall Mathers LP 2, but not too long after. It could have been right before though. It
Right.
might have been right before. But like the fact that it was a freestyle
Right.
and he's like setting up these crazy fucking rhyme schemes. And the fact that it didn't go on a beat was even more impressive.
Yeah.
But like, again, musician's musician. Because I'm the one who gives a fuck about the fact that it's not on a beat. And that's
Yeah.
why he can flow like that. And that's
Right.
why it works this way. Because
The casual listener probably don't even care.
they don't even
about
like that Eminem song. They just go to the next one. They're like,
I
yeah, that's
see.
all right, but I'm gonna stick with, Lose Yourself or
Yeah.
something a little bit more understandable for me.
Yeah, digestible.
It's like fucking, but
Palatable.
I don't know because I can only take that advice so far. Because in the end, who really cares? Death Grips
really
has fans.
You're right. Yeah.
They're not palatable at all.
at all.
Matter of fact, they're known for not being palatable.
That's their whole shtick.
Yeah. So I don't know. It for me, it's a tough thing. It's like you want to be a creative and you want to be creating and be legitimately spreading your wings, but you also, like you said, you feel some sort of incentive to dumb it down.
Yeah. But luckily for me, I've fallen in love with this new type of music where it is dumbed down. I'm having a lot more fun making that music, at least at this point in my life, than I am making real rapidy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having fun making these rock songs and these melodic, Juice WRLD sounding songs.
Yeah.
And people like them more, it sounds like. So it's cool. I'm in this nice little pocket right now where I'm going to drop a little bit of this for a while until I get bored of it. Maybe go back to rapping. Maybe pick up jazz or something. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that saxophone, so
Yeah.
I might pick up jazz next.
Hey, maybe that jazz will play into your rap.
On God, bro.
Yeah.
Make some like Kendrick Lamar, like jazzy shit.
Dude, that'd be pretty dope if you were listening to a rap song and it was also the rapper that was on
Playing the sax. Bro, Masago.
Oh, does he do that?
Yeah, you never heard, bro. Yeah, I'll put you on after the podcast, bro. There's
Okay.
this one dude. They just build this song from the scratch, bro. They start playing. I think I was telling you about this a little bit, but they start playing saxophone. Then they loop it, and he's like, yeah, 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 and puts it in his MIDI kind of, and he's like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know, and he starts like playing the drums with his voice, and then they loop that, and he adds piano, they loop that. They build this whole song like right in front of you. It's sick.
Okay.
And he raps, plays the saxophone, sings. He's hard as hell, bro.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's almost like Mark Rebelais with more instruments.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just two guys and a room of instruments. Bro.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
I like that. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to get too deep into like into overthinking your art. You know, I think one person that exemplifies that well is, I don't remember his name. Starts with an M. Kenny Beats. Kenny Beats.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
I love Kenny Beats.
And Kenny Beats, he does the lab. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, where he has the artist come in.
Yep.
then-
And he has that big sign right there that says "Don't overthink shit."
yeah.
And he brings them in, and they can't be overthinking shit. You're just writing a song in the lab real
Right.
quick. You can't overthink that.
Yeah.
So I think that like he's spreading that message kind of with that content.
Bro,
in a way.
I want to go on that show. That'd be fun.
Me too.
bro.
I really like the Doja Cat one.
Bro, that's so crazy. I was just about to say that. The Doja Cat one's sick, bro. That's what made me a big fan of hers.
Really?
Yeah, because just watching her make that so fast. And she was rapping in that episode, really.
Yep.
Like, I was like, damn, she can spit. I love Doja Cat, dog. Like, I hope she comes out rapping her ass off on whatever she drops next. And I think she will. Because she had that cryptic tweet where she's like, these last two albums are cash grabs and shit. Like, she's just trolling as she does. I have a feeling she's just going to rap her ass off on her next album.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I want my future wife to do real well. Man.
Yeah. Hey, you know she loves white boys, bro.
Yes!
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. I'm just weird enough too.
No, honestly, she'd probably love you. Like, listen, bro, she, like, yeah,
I know.
you're in there, bro.
I already know. Like
You're
some of her
in there.
TikTok lives, I've watched them and I'm like, man, if I was famous, I would do exactly that.
You ever watch Dave by Lil Dicky show?
I've seen clips, but that's about it.
There's the episode where Doja Cat's in it, and he's like, so Lil Dicky's like kind of blowing up in the show now. So he goes on a date with Doja Cat, and shit's going good. Hey, we clip.
Oh yeah, I got you.
And then he like fucks it up somehow. But it's just funny because I was thinking like Lil Dicky is the type of like guy Doja Cat would go for.
So it just made perfect
yeah, I
sense.
was like, this is funny.
Wow.
I love that show though. So you should check it out.
Well, what's so great about that show is that, from my understanding, it's very similar to Curb Your Enthusiasm in the way that the characters are real life people, and it's
Yeah.
presented as if it's in real life.
Yeah, it's kind of like exactly.
I know they did a
Right.
Charlemagne. Like I know that
They
he
did.
was,
Yeah, he goes on Breakfast Club and freestyles, and like that's how he blows up, kind of.
Yeah.
Cause it's kind of like his real life, you know. Like it kind of follows like how Lil Dicky blew up,
Uh-huh.
but it's a little different, obviously. You know, it's cool, bro. It's a cool show.
Okay. I like Lil Dicky's lyrical style a lot. I think Lil Dicky, similar to Joey Koff,
Right.
is very smart in the way that he incorporates comedy into his music.
Yeah.
I failed to mention that earlier when we brought up
Right,
Joey.
and he is a great comedy rapper. And as I said at the last podcast, I love comedy rap. I like doing it myself. Like, it's not a big core value of my music, but it's a big core value of my freestyles, bro.
I use it as a defense mechanism, if we're being honest.
Uh-huh.
Because if I'm freestyling funny shit,
It don't matter if it's...
It don't matter.
Yeah.
I can say anything.
Like our Queen Elizabeth song. Bro, every podcast, we've done something hilarious,
That
bro.
Queen Elizabeth song, dude. I legitimately think it is so funny.
Me too.
When the part that gets me is when I say something about like, could you pull up if she's on the money? And you go, Jamie.
Yeah. Like Jamie. Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
because it followed the conversational thread that we had
'cause
like
we're talking
45
about-
minutes
yeah.
before. Like, it was such a specific reference that happened to make sense in that moment.
Right.
And also, it's a fucking Queen Elizabeth song. I mean, like, the whole thing plays out beautifully.
Oh shit.
And also, is she on the money?
I still don't know.
I still
Like,
don't. I almost don't even want to know. Better off as a mystery.
Better off not knowing, bro.
Jamie.
Jamie. Bro, what are you trying? Let's give a rapping, bro. You trying to rap again?
Yeah,
Or?
always.
Are we gonna do it every time?
I think it's part of the tradition, right?
We got to, bro.
Hey.
I used to eat sandwiches all fried bologna. I got a bitch with a. I got a bitch with my. I got a bitch with my. I got a bitch on my. I got a bitch on my. Yeah. I got a bitch on my. I got a bitch on my. I got a bitch on my. Bitch. I got a bitch on my. I got a bitch on my. It's snowing in my. I got a bitch on 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 my. It's snowing in my attic. It's snowing in my. I got a bitch on my dick. I got a bitch on my. Bitch, I'm with the roots. In this life of roots. I hope you're amused. I know I'm confused. I know I'm confusing. I don't know what to do. Got a couple bitches on my dick. Got a couple fucking groupies too. Got a couple bitches, they say ooh. Got a couple bitches, they say I got a bitch on my bucket. And it's snowing in my.
Somebody take a picture. It's gonna go real fast. Hey, just check out iGlow. Hey, look at my ass. Hey, I'm feeling too good. Feel the time pass. Hey, I'm just looking through the eyeglass.
I'm looking through the eyeglass. I don't know where I pass. I just hope that I pass. Used to skip fun classes. I was right in classes. Now I spit it out to the masses. And I love mathematics. Look at my money stack. Ay, I just love to add it. Ay, and I used to be an addict. Ay, now snowing in my attic. Snowing in my ay, snowing in my ay, snowing in my ay, snowing in my
Hey, snow up in my nose, hey, snow up in my car, hey, snow up in my flows, catch me glow just like a star, hey, snow up in my face, hey, snow up in my, snow up in my, hey, I can do this all day, yo, I think I will, everything I flow, I think I'ma kill, hey, I'm feeling like an assassin, I hope my name ain't Bill!
Hey, it's snowing in my attic. It's snowing in my yard. I'm just glad I have it. And
Oh damn, dude, that beat ended weird. It
dude,
literally just
out of
ended.
nowhere. It like started a new 4-bar and then ended after 2.
D was like, fuck you.
Hey, well, look at that fucking artwork.
Yo. Angelic.
Yeah.
Artistic, so close. Call this shit. How hard is it? I don't know, but I'll say it's pretty close to 6 inches. Pretty hard.
Hard. 6 inches. Pretty hard. Look. They asked how close is this shit. Probably cause I'm artistic. I told her that I'm long, it's a long ride, about 6 inches. She had a problem, I told her that she come get up with it. They wanna know that I ride my ocean, feel so sadistic. Probably because I'm crazy. I said that you're my baby. She said she hate me more. I said that's why you're my lady. Hey, baby, I'm about to go crazy. Give me the touch like Adam's hand. Had to understand that I'm the man. And Jackman had to come with the plan. Know what I got when I put it in my hand, like I pulled it out the palm trees when I grabbed the sand. Had like 20 grand in my fucking hand. Blew it all on all my fucking mans. Cause they seen the vision, they ain't know what I seen. I had to trip some acid, just fit in between. To fit in between the stars, everything that I saw when I go far. Probably cause I breathe fire, bitch, on my lungs so scorched like I'm Charizard. Yeah, and that shit real, angelic, no Angelica though. Fucking on a rugrat with the little bro. Got a bad bitch on my motherfucking dick, ayy, she a little hoe. Throw it on the club in the thought, and I really met the gun bop, and my gun like a bop stick. You could hear a chop when it go toot toot. That's a motherfucking chop, real shit. I don't give a fuck about your block. Yeah, you can suck my cock. Real shit. That shit hard.
Hey, I do what I gotta do.
Skip, skip, skip.
Coming right under you. Never ever stop, I gotta do. Rose, no, I ain't never gotta lose. Hey, I'm like Pikachu. Said I'm like gotta catch 'em. Oh, hey, I'm the best when I go. Hey, throw it out. I'm like a little pocket monster when I come out. I'm all that you ever seen. Hey, all that you ever need. Hey, realest that you'll ever be. Hey, oh, yeah, that's me.
Hey, 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 that's me. Hey, A-B-A-C, hey. Gonna be say A-B-A-C. All cops are bad, so you finna see A-C-A-B. A-cab like I need a taxi. Got a bad bitch, I don't wanna wax me. Armpits bald, so she wanna tax me. Wax me, tracks me. I don't give a fuck about the track me. Running through shit like I'm jumping hurdles. Made a fucking bitch squirting like a squirtle. Got a bad bitch snap me like turtles. Yeah, yeah. I don't give a word though. Hey, better call the word. Give a fuck about an adjective or a noun or a fucking verb. Spit the words, real shit. I'ma go and splurge. Shoot it at a motherfucking bandit. Running out like I had to hand it. Hand it off to my fucking dog. Run it back like a running back. Swear to God that I was on to that. Me and Ruse got the fucking juice, and I'm gonna go and tackle on that.
Hey, and I'm over here, ready to catch your ball when you throw it over. Yeah, yeah, I know I'm weird, so I keep running. Yo, touchdown. Hey, I don't ever fuck around. Hey,
Yeah.
I'ma write a million songs and then bust them out. I told y'all, I'm going 100 now. Hey, Winnie the Pooh, 100 nigga wood, I'm burn it down. Fuck you, Winnie the Pooh. I don't give a shit. I fuck your honey too.
Yeah.
She can suck my little dick.
Yeah, little dick. But she say it's big, but I tell her that she pretty. Even though she wear a wig, even though her makeup fake, even though she can bust a can, I'm still gonna fuck her good, cause I'm the fucking man. Hand up, bitch. Lights in your eyes like Iron Man. Had to understand about the Iron Man. Got a hole in my heart like Tony Stark. Hole in my heart like Tony Stark. I don't give a fuck where the fuck I'm gonna start. So the guys could not tell us apart, cause we both too close like an apple and pear. If you never took a bite, then you're probably unaware. The shit asks why we scared. Yeah, we all scared, but it's time to go a pair. Teach us similar to Mr. Rose, we're kinda scarce. I'm not fucking glad that he's motherfucking breathing air. Yeah, real shit, and I had his spaz. Got a bad bitch on my fucking ass. Why the fuck she on my fucking ass? I don't care, I ain't even gonna text her back. I got text her back probably right after class. They gonna have a fucking problem with me right now. I'ma shoot him with my gun, I'ma fucking blast. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't know the way. Oh. Bro, I lost my falsetto, bro.
No.
I don't know what happened.
Jackman lost his falsetto.
That's so good, bro.
Jackman lost his falsetto. His
Oh my god, bro.
Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry you lost that.
You dickhead.
I'll do all the falsetto for you.
Bro, you're a good singer, bro.
Thanks, man.
You're a good singer, bro.
All right, so I'll try singing on some of these then. I've noticed when I sing, it's actually easier to freestyle.
Yeah,
I can think faster.
Right, yeah.
All right. My darling, my baby. Well, I've been thinking about you for a lot lately, and I know you're feeling tired. But if you put your hands on mine, I could get you rewired, get you higher, make you.
Hey, listen, hey, I'ma make you, I'ma break you. I say thank you to my old ones, to the God man. I'm your only son. I get crucified, probably before I die. I look at the stars, I still feel alive. I will not go cry in the fucking sky, cause I am too high. I look like a cloud, they can't bring me down. They cannot survive, I commit suicide. Like this shit do or die, like I just fucking hit you. Yeah.
That was a quickie.
Yeah, it was.
That was a quickie.
Okay. Okay.
Chick, 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 work. Hey.
Work. Work. Work.
Hey.
Twerk.
Ain't nothing better coming after this. Yo, bitch, over here, she snap a pic. Hey, I just grab my dick. Just keep rapping, come after this. Good luck. Hey, throw it up. Like, good luck, little Charlie. Hey. What you want? A Disney Channel, that's my shit. I don't lie, that's my shit. I don't speak like I'm violent. I get high, then I'm silent. I'm just cool, man, I'm just vibing. This me, you tried in. This me, my trident, my wave flow. I'm
My
him.
wave flow like tridents. I'm too fly as a pilot. I'm high as your eyelids. Your high as your eyebrows when you've tried this. So high you could fly this. So high you could try this. Let me give it to her, I'm your pilot. Hold on. Too high in the motherfucking sky. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm alive. I could really pull up with a 45. Let it blow in my nose like a fucking snotty guy. Too high for these other fuckers. Wanna go and try, they can't try with this. Wear my Jordans, fly with this. I could really shoot it in my fucking man. Yeah.
She want me to give it up, okay? But I could never give enough, no way.
No way.
But I could do it 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7. That could make a week, make me weak. I could never ever be. I've been moving since the jump. I've been doing this since 3. Now it's 4, now it's 5. I could score till I die. I'ma never ever quit. Yo, that ruse was alive every time.
Was alive every time. I'ma dive, hit this shit like I'm a fly. Got a bad bitch on my dick. Oh why? I don't give a fuck cause I'm in the air. Probably gonna fly like I don't care. Put things to the wings. Motherfuckers really wanna get it till I put on a necklace with bling. Real diamonds, real shit, real fucking gold. I don't care, bitch, behold. It's in a story told. Prophecy fucking told. For the people who think that I'm bold, I could give it to a devil with heavy metal. Got bitches with rebels. Never thought they get it, but I'm gonna hit metal. I'm on my fucking car, gonna drive an expressway, and I hit the pedal.
Over the rubble, I'ma never ever stop. I never ever settle. Yo, I'm like a rent-a-cop. How I'm rolling downhill, like on a Segway, like I got skill, like I'm not stopping, like I'm on topping. I'm like not dropping. No, I just keep this fire inside my mouth. It's not an option. I'm sealed up. I got hot-headed. I neo stuff. I hold it inside, and y'all catch it. I kill vibes. I destroy. I kill yo. Your favorite rapper will die when I come in. Yo, I bring a knife in his eye.
In his eye, got a knife as big as this. You can't talk with this. Got a bad bitch stopping this. Never thought she'd drop with this. Let me get the poppin', bitch. When I pop your shit, better pull up your stockings, bitch. Put fucking presents in your stocking like Santa Claus. But you know I ain't dropping shit. I ain't copping shit. Go to the mall, cop it all. Got a bad bitch on my dick and she love this shit. Jackman really give her dick till she come. Yeah, real shit. I don't even give a fuck cause I'm dumb. And I put a fucking bitch in her and I put my fucking thumb in her butt like plum.
Yeah. And I put it in her. We be fooling. We be fooling. Me and Jackman, we is teachers to these students. In the cooler, we is hot. We fuck that shit up, we make it get got. I literally destroy your freezer with my flames. Never ever quit. Yo, bitch, she my man, she my dame. I make her pain. I bring Jackman and we show her the game. Yes, a Jackman. What we do with that girl? Man, I told you we had her sounding like a squirrel. Wow. Not like that, man. I mean,
hey, I put a bitch on the bed that's execution. Wet fork in a USB port, electrocution. I got a bad bitch who really probably know my solution. I give her dick, tell her my potion is how I do this. Hold on, you know my bitch on my dick and she call me up. After this roost, I got a bad bitch that I'm about to fuck. And anyone who want it, I can give it to him. I give her good dick. I'm finna sinister. I'm finna sinister. Probably cause I'm too sinister. The mentor that probably show up and probably go and enter her. Enter your interlude. When I get this, I'ma mental her. Mental the fucking mind. Probably cause I was too fine. Big high mountain I'm supposed to climb, but I'm too divine. Was this fucking flow to find the pocket that I mine? The pocket I claim is mine when I enter all these beats. I eat them up like it's breakfast recipes when I eat. They had to know that I probably could get this off my feet. I take my feet off and I fly until I fucking reach the street that I was trying to go and get to, so I could go compete and pass the finish line with these bitches who gonna suck my meat when I'm passing, break the ribbon. They had to understand that I'ma get it, go and get it, diminish the fucking witness. They had to understand Jackman, he the fucking man. Had to throw up like all they hands, give a bitch with a fucking plan. Hit a bad bitch with a fucking pen. Back at the pan when I'm pan fried, and I just caught a fish. Damn, where the fuck my landmine? I just step on landmine, blow up so fucking high. You cannot see that I eclipse the sky. Real fucking shit.
Try this shit. Right before this podcast, I had to say bye to 5 bitches. Like, sorry, I'm busy.
He said that I'm busy. Me and Ruse, he just fucked her and she tried to kiss me. I'm like, what the fuck? You go back to Ruse, he finna go make you confused when he say that he the Ruse.
Exactly. And I was like, bitch, who you think that is? That's Jackman Ruse right here. Yo, get out this shit.
Yeah, get out this shit. That is not my bitch. I just fucked another one. Now we're her mother, huh?
1 bitch, 2 bitch, 3 bitch, 4. Dr. Seuss, like me when I score.
One green fish. I mean, one green bitch. I mean, I got the green. I'ma hand it to that bitch. Go shopping.
Greener pastures.
Greener pastures. My pasture greener. I'm a bastard. I got bitches on my tractor. I got bitches who think I'm faster. Fuck the farmer's daughter like I'm right after. Hey, and we lining up. I just lined her up. Got a bad bitch and she wanna fuck. On my tractor. Yeah, on my tractor. Hey, yeah, on my tractor. Hey, yeah, on my tractor.
Yo, check this shit out.
Yeah, on my tractor.
Got this little bitch on my arm. I bring her straight down to the farm. We make some porn. Did it straight on top of corn. Yeah. What I'm gonna say? Yo, I found that bitch's needle inside the hay.
Hey, I fucked her on the corn. I forced that up to Farmer's Pornhub and we made some porn. I got on Farmers Only. I found a little whore. I fucked her in my pasture. And I just said of course, cause I can't find a good girl in a farmer's world. And this a farmer girl. Yeah, she a farmer girl. I'm finna fuck her good, right up on my green tractor. I'm finna fuck her good, and I'm the farmer's pasture.
Yo, that lady, she's really for the picking. She got me running out like the head caught of a chicken. I said, yo, that bitch, look at her butt, make me go wow. I would never tell her so, but she's kinda like a cow.
Hey, she kinda like a cow, and I fucked a cow once before, so I hope that she got 4 stomachs from 4 loads, like, of course. And wait,
4 score.
like 4 score, and feel like Abraham Lincoln. I'm saying 4 score 7 years ago, but the bad bitch 7 years ago. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Only 24, 10 years ago, I was 14. I was trying to score, see, hey, cause I was so horny. Yeah, I'm still horny. Yeah.
Hey, catch me at 4 seasons, scoring at 14. I need more, like more things, like fuck me, that's boring. I need more, that's never enough. Yo, I grew up, it's never enough. Like a little kid and I kept it up. I just need more shit, Need more shit. Need more shit. I'm finna score, bitch. You can stop cause I'm out to implore it. You can stop, let me go deplore this. I'm a whore, bitch. I ain't kidding, though. I fucked so many bitches unoriginal. I fucked bitches in class, bitches in math, bitches after class, bitches after that, bitches after that, and at the parties. Got a bad bitch jumping like Jeff Hardy. I'm a fucking dick, damn, this is a party. I'm a fucking bitch, damn, I'm a leaver. Hey, real shit, why am I always like this? And you know that I'm with it. I said this last time, how can I be misogynistic? I love all my bitches. Yeah. Leave it to Beaver.
Yeah.
That's what we call this one. Leave it to Beaver.
Leave it to Beaver. I'm gonna leave it in her beaver.
You know where I'ma leave it. In her beaver.
In her beaver. in her beaver, like I'll believe her. Shout Justin Bieber, I got that white girl, and I'll put it in her beaver. Na, 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 na.
I got a white girl, an out of sight girl. I like to fight girl.
Yeah, true.
My kind of night girl.
Yeah, that's my kind of fucking night girl. Hey, I said we alright, girl. Yeah, we alright, girl. Look at this. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
Distracted by the video that's playing in the beat. They got some Mario Kart. Yo, that shit is elite.
It is. That shit is elite, and he finna go lap him. He's finna lap him. That means that he's gonna pass him. I'm about to lap him. So they think they ahead of me, but honestly, I don't think that they got the remedy. And if they did, they wouldn't even apply it or try it. Probably because I could sleep and understand it with closed eyelids.
Who? Simple as that. I got a simple question.
Who?
Like, is it me or is it you? Hey, I'm just asking you like who? Like some kind of haiku. Like it's poetry, like I do. Like it's me and it's you. Hey, maybe we is both. Maybe that is us. Maybe that is trust. Maybe that's a bust. Maybe that will take us somewhere, that's a must. Maybe that's a need. Maybe that's a why. Maybe that's a how. Maybe that is we. Maybe that's a tree. Maybe that's a branch. Maybe that is us. Maybe that's a dance. Maybe that's how. Maybe that's why. Maybe just now. Maybe I could die. Maybe I could. Maybe I could.
Ask you who? I could ask you who? We could all love trust. We should all love you. Hey, we should all love I. You should ask me why. Cause I'll always try. Always try to be that guy. But I'm too busy getting high. And I'm hitting rock bottom. You know, if I say I got him, then I got him, I'ma plot him. I shot him, and booked him, and ditched him, and ducked him, and fucked him, and hit him, and clicked him, and pitched him, and get it, and fucked him, and lift him, and lift up, with doors up, with a bad bitch, and a tour bus. Got a bad bitch on my own dick, gonna bounce up, like who is us, like who is us, like who is us. Damn, there's some words though, with wordplay, and Ruse hitting rhymes like a bird bus, and a bird song. I don't give a fuck if you could curb long, but I hit the fucking long curve, on the S curve, and the curb long with a bird's word, what's the word, bitch? Gotta fucking, dude, this shit hard. That's just hard.
That was a great one. Yeah. I was in it.
It sounded like a part of the beat, bro. Like you was killing that shit, bro. It felt so right, bro.
Oh, we just did this one, didn't we?
Hey,
I was about to do that beat again.
You really like that bitch, bro.
I like that one. This beat's called Jack.
No,
it is.
Oh,
it's meant to be.
Let me.
Go for it, man. Your name's on it. It literally has your name on it.
I'll see your name on it. Hey. Hit a bitch with a fucking jackknife. Hit a fucking bitch with the jackhammer. And she know Jack and I hit her right. Jack the fucking ripper, I'm a fucking ripper. I don't give a fuck about a fucking dipper. Gonna swim like a motherfucking fisher. Jackman bitch gonna rip her up. That man really love to fuck. Hey, hold on.
Jackman finna rip her up. Jackman finna rip her up. Jackman about to go rip her. Jackman about to go rip her. Jackman about to go rip her. Yo, Jackman got a big dimple. Hey, Jackman got a big finger. Let's go in, yo, better go dig him. Jackman, get a little bit like he can. Ooh, that's Jackman, that's Jack boy, that's Jack clan, that's Jack team, that's Jack boys. All the Jackman, we destroy, we in the house, and we did this, and we don't stop. We these boys, we them hims, we is us, we Jacks, and us we trust. Can't fuck with this, and if you try to, you turn to dust.
What? You turn to dust?
Jackman, 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 Jackman,
Might be.
Hey, we need to play some happier shit, man. I don't like that. This is called Jack, and he's like murdering someone in the cover art.
Dude, I can tell you, I don't think anybody could have ever written that. That was a freestyle right there, if I've ever heard one.
If I ever heard one,
All right, let's find a. You're right. Let's find a happy beat.
do like a. What you think?
I don't know. I'm just gonna type happy type beat.
Perfect.
See what happens.
Happy. You know I love them horns.
And if you feel alright, just say it with me. Hey, we string it out like A to the Z. Hey, I've been playing since I was a little boy. I've been having some fun. And I can see that everybody else ain't like that, but I be getting it done. So I don't need nobody to show me how. I figured it out, y'all know me now. And if I wanted to, I could even teach ya. Hey, come over here, I don't mean to preach, bruh, but I got it right in my pocket, feeling out of sight, you could call it iconic. Everything I did, you know, I rock it. Feel like Elon when I skyrocket. I said out my pocket, everything I pulled out, yo, I'm rocking. Never ever stop, yo, I feel like Spock, and I'm up in space, yo, right out my pocket, like
I'm on my pocket. They had a problem with me, take a light and rocket. I'm gonna blast off, and you can't stop it. About to be a good day, you can't top this. Ay, I think I'll rock this. Ay, she wanna blast me. Ay, I got a problem. Ay, she tryna text me. Ay, why you text me? Ay, you do not know me. Ay, I'm finna ball like a Cody or Ginobili. Ay, I'm finna ball on her. Ay, she wanna know my name. I cannot tell her that. I feel like Novocaine, cause I am too numb, and I feel too dumb. I got a bit on my dick, I'm finna give her my thumb, I'm finna go fuck her up, I'm finna go give her some, she wanna know my name, she know that I'm done. This bitch too happy, I'ma tell you one day, I lost my voice, so I can't sing but that, okay.
hey, and if you wanna get me in love, you just give me what's above. Hey, it be right there from the start. It's right there, you can feel it in your heart. And if you want me in love, it's just straight from above. Yeah, it's been there from the start. Yeah, just a little bit of your heart.
Just a little bit of your heart. You just gotta give me a little bit of your heart. I wish I could talk to you, I'm gonna give you this. Hey, here's the part of my heart. Please don't diminish it. Please don't diminish it. Ay, this is my life. Ay, this is my heart. Ay, I feel alright. Ay, I hope you take it though. Oh fuck, I wish I could hit these notes, bro. It's pissing me off. What the fuck?
It probably doesn't help that a minute ago you went
It probably don't help.
Probably not.
Hey, that's okay, let me try this. Hey, I'm finna real happy. I'm finna rap real happy. I'm finna get real snappy. She cannot go at me. Why the fuck she gonna do this? Probably cause it's all like a Rubik's. My mind is so confused, and religion and humans and religion and humans. How the fuck?
la 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 I woke up this morning, and I think that's enough. Hey, you said something, but I don't give a fuck. Hey, I just been walking. Hey, I've been listening to tunes. Hey, you can't do it like me. Hey, yo, this shit's the rules.
Hey, and she's so confused. Can't do us like us, why the fuck she wanna do? If she got a problem with me, got a problem with you. Cause I ride with Ruse and he ride with me too. Used to ride around and I say that I shoot. Now I don't like violence, so I will not try it. But if I just tried to open my eyelids, I would probably realize it. Probably would realize that this is my life. I do what I like. If you want to try, then baby let me take you into the sky. I could fly and we could have fun now. I don't give a fuck cause I'm about to run down. If I got a gun and I shoot it and it run out, I guess my time's run out, I guess my time's run out. Shoot it for the people who gonna say it's fun now. You said run around in 2016 having fun now. Now I put my gun out and I'm gonna run out. I guess my time is run out and I'm done having fun now.
When I walk in the scene, they like, what? I say, yo, hey, I be in the cut, hey. It's like your boy when I'm getting bigger. Yo, clip this, yo, this shit like scissors. Said I put it on YouTube, hey. You can listen on the Bluetooth, hey. I'm just breathing the life into everything that I put out. What I do,
what I do, you spit doo-doo. And I'm so clean, and I'm new. She like my new shirt, and my new clone. I'm finna fuck her good, wait, that was my cologne. I'ma bring her home, let me go and spaz. Got a bad bitch on my ass, never thought that I hit this fast. Got a bad bitch, I get cash and hit the bank. Laughing all the way to the bank, I don't give a fuck about what you think. Give a fuck about what you say, give a fuck how I get paid. Made like 100K, made like 100K in one day. I ain't kidding, bitch, give me all that fucking kitten. I got bitches on my dick, I got pussy up in the mitten.
breathe. I can't breathe. Yeah. Say I can breathe. I can't breathe. It ain't that nice. Hey. Said I've been walking for a while, felt suffocated. Everybody else I felt fucking hated. Didn't know why I was frustrated, but found out my brain was so vacated. I was on vacation, needed to put myself in my brain station. Yeah, I needed to figure out my brain's placement. Now I'm right here and I will stay, man.
Yeah, that beat is fun. Perfect.
I committed to that fuck.
I got like that's what you gotta do when you're about to do an awkward handshake. Is like one of the guys just has to commit to it. Like I've had it the other way around where I'm just like, you know what I mean? I go like this and they go like that, and I'm like I fixed it, but don't worry, we're good.
It really does fix it in the weirdest way.
Yeah, it does. Somehow that's less weird than us going like.
This one's about handshakes.
Oh yeah, it is. So let me hear about it.
I'll tell you about it.
Hi.
Hey, basically, I show you what this shit can take. I put it all right down into a handshake. Hey, I love my baby now. So this how me and my girl go lay it down. First, a smack, that's the connect. That's how you know we love each other. Keep that shit correct. Then collapse, put that shit together. I said the fingers in the grasp. Then I pull her close, back, it's kinda like a dap. But wait, there's more than that. After it, I put my elbow above, and then I bonk it on her forehead. Like what the fuck, but don't worry, she does the same thing to me. We bonk each other's foreheads with our elbows, you see?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it ours, and nobody can take it. That's my handshake with my baby,
I like your baby's handshake, and I like to have a handshake. I grab my baby for handshakes, and we both just play patty cake. I can slap her hand, and I'ma dap her up and pull her in and give her a hug. That probably saying like a lot. Hold on, let me speak about it. I'm finna dap her up, and after that I dap her up. Under sheets, I'ma slap her up. I give her dick and make her scream, and she just love me for that shit. That's our secret handshake, bitch. Give her fucking good dick. Real shit, that's some hood shit. And bitch, you know that shit. I'll fucking give her that dick as a handshake. She grabbed my dick and put it in.
did not see that coming. Hey, I call that dick handshake. Dick handshake. How much dick can you take? Put that dick in your shit. Put that dick in your face. Put that dick in your clip. Make that shit go crazy. That's a handshake. But I did it with my Richard. Did it with my penis. Did it with my little critter. Say I don't need to do it with fingers. I do it with something that gives thoughts that linger.
Hey, my hands extend all across my body. To my hands and my tongues, bitch. Hold on, she's a dotty. So she gon' shake my hand, which is my dick, with her tongue. That little thought bitch, gon' give me it. Yeah.
We talking dirty like a potty.
Yeah.
I'm talking illegal like Gotti. I'm talking I put her on shoddy. And then I put her on top me. Like you do not see my face cause I'm under her. And she be cowboying. Like now boy is now poison.
because I could never break away from it. Yo, this handshake, I'm clasped deep, I'm taking it.
I grab her in my room. Wait, hold on. I have a bar.
This is worth rewinding. Yeah, tell me more, Jackman.
Alright, this is just one bar. I hope it works.
Otherwise.
Hey, my baby hit me up and asked if you got me. I shut the blinds and now Hitler. You can't. Wait, hold on. Listen.
He's building tension, folks.
Hey, she started to top me. I closed the blinds and hit her so you cannot see. So you cannot see. I hit her so you cannot see.
Hey, little mustache. That's what she got right above that. And I love that. Yo, that, I'ma fuck that.
She got a happy trail, so I know where to go. She got a happy trail, resemble a rainbow, so I can find the gold with a leprechaun. There's a leprechaun hiding in her pussy. I'ma take him on. I ain't gonna fuck him, no. I'm finna beat his ass and get up in that pussy, then get up in that ass.
Hey, I got something to talk about. I mean to share this for a while, bro. Hey, so, like, when I'm looking down there was this one time, it was brown hair. And I remember, there's some shit that'd be cool, like a weed leaf or like some shit that rules, but this bitch, she was not it, bruh. I said she shaved her clit like a swastika. I was like, wait, what? Me and that bitch, we had to break up. Was it out of pocket, bruh?
Not out of pocket, all about a pocket shit. If I saw a swastika pubic hair, I'd rocket shit. Which means I'd be out of there too. Don't know what to do. Give her that dick and then I'ma leave. I ain't just kidding, bro. What about you? I'm finna fuck her and give her the do. I'm finna fuck give her new hairdo in her pubic region. You know. It's fucking funny as hell.
I was really trying to make that one work.
That one landed for sure.
I know. I don't think swastika's ever hit like that before.
Oh god. That one landed, bro.
This is a comedy podcast, folks.
My god, it is. Better time here.
I got that. Oh wait. This is R&B. Hold on. This is R&B.
Okay.
This is our first R&B song, then, Jackman.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. Okay. It's like, how could I explain it? It's like smoke in the air. It's like hair in your teeth. It's like I've been stuck since the day you met me. It's like food in your mouth that you thought that you would eat, but it stayed there for days and you never got the treat. You just sat and you waited. You love contemplated a world in my lap and you showed me the spaceship. I get it, I got it. Your love's like a rocket. I need it, I sprocket it. Space, I am God. Cosmic. You gave me cosmic.
Silk in your eyes and like sand in your feet when you're leaving the beach and you're not seeing me. I know that I cannot sing without the assistance, but I have principles just to fuck on this bitch. Got a bitch on my dick, she gon' suck that shit real. I give this bitch some dick and she feed me some pills. I don't give a fuck about you, that's just what is real. I could probably go chain all these bitches for real.
Check this got a chain link of bitches. Got one and got more now. I got so many bitches. Need terms and conditions for new ones, no kidding. Like ignore Stacy, but Mary's the shit. And you can hang with Stacy, but Stacy's got work. And my bitch named Brenda, yo, that bitch know how to twerk.
Hey, and you know my fire, it always flame on. And Stacy's damn mom has got that going on. I fuck Stacy's mom right by the pool after school. I fuck Stacy in school because you know I'm cool. I can't sing, my falsetto's gone, which means that my range is kind of fucking like not even an octave. I got a bitch,
But he still fuck on your mom.
Yeah, true. Hey, that melody's nice, huh? I like that, bro. That cover art's hard.
I always think every time you say that, they're always probably wondering when they're listening, like, what is he saying?
Yeah.
What is he saying?
I say it every time too.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that one's cool. He's like, what is he saying? I'll tell you what I am seeing. Hopefully you believe it. I see 3 fucking demons, guys, walking through your mouth. How did hold on? Let me re-explain.
Accurate.
His mouth is open, so we can go insane. There's 3 guys walking in, and you can see her teeth, and she could chaw on you. If you believe in me, and if you can see this shit, then you would not believe. She's painting on her lips. I can barely breathe.
Hey, that's some shit you can't make up. Hey, I said Jackman, he say stuff. He tell you what he
Can't
see
make
and
up.
what he sees tough. What he sees real, it's dope. It's dope as fuck.
You said that's some shit that you cannot make up. As she putting on makeup. That's some real stuff. Spaceship. Before I go to lay shit, me and Ruse got the keys. Take off in spaceships. Me and Ruse probably believe, but you can't say shit. I spray shit. Big AK, Draco and hang shit. Which means my Draco got a drum like I was in a band. Had a problem with me, man. I'ma show you just who I am. I'ma just show you I'm that guy. Holy fuck, this a big surprise. I could probably go serve you rallies, burgers, pickles, and them fries. Ketchup, mustard, and that mayo. Like I'ma say like ayo. I got a bitch like a yayo, and I serve all that ayo. That means I serve yayo, and I serve all that crack. I mix that baking soda. She wanna know what's that? I said give me a soda. Bitch, go grab me a pop, so I can mix it with this leaning on my fucking Ciroc.
Culture, more. I need some it, ain't no chore. I need a little bit, and give me some more. I could never get enough. I got in my pocket, I got plenty of stuff. I got plenty of dollars, but I could never get enough. I just keep on moving up, I just keep on making paper. I blow it smoke in the air, you can call it vapor. I throw it, no potato. Yo, I'm throwing yayo. Said I'm slinging crack, you could never stop me, dang, bro. This what I came for.
Bruce got the lyrics, I hope that you hear it. My cigarette burns slower than all my spirits in the mirror. When I'm looking through people, hope you can hear it. If you fear it, then you understand, bitch, I'm finna go share it like a fucking shark. Really tear you apart. In my heart, probably condone to the pieces that you can start. And my starter gonna roar, like really where we explore. In my mortar, in my pistons, piss fast like battery on. I piss fast like I just drank all of this lick fast. I could probably get up on your fucking bitch ass. Follow all your shit and follow all of my followers. Put it in her mouth and she swallow it. She a swallower. She is not a spitter, but bitch, I'm not a quitter. I'm a fucker after I hit her and leave her, bitch, best believe it. I got all these bitches who chew on me like a beaver, and I could chop a tree down. Hopefully my receiver could really receive the audio radio waves you hearing. If you understand my spirit, we're slower than what you seeing or believing. Holy fuck, these words are rhyming that I'm spitting out my mind all the time on the perfect timing with the beats. With the beats. With the beats.
Yeah.
I impress myself sometimes. I don't even know what I be saying, but it makes sense somehow. How the fuck did I make that make sense?
Dude, I think freestyling. What's dope about freestyling is you that real. You can't fake that. Nah. Hey, when I flow, I got the steez. I saw Jackman when he dropped the breeze. Never ever quit, yo, I got the ease. I've been flowing since the day I was not with cheese. Like I was little ricotta. Like I get it, I gotcha. Like a proper. Hey, I'm like Timmy Turner. Give me a wish. Got a burner. I'ma call you up. Hey, I gotta turn you. Gotta turn around. Gotta see some more. Gotta go on tour. Gotta be the boy. Gotta be the man. Ain't nobody stop me. Hey, this little bitch, she gon' give me toppy. Feel like El Chapo, feel like a cowboy. I feel like Kid Rock, hey, like now, boy. Hey, yo, hey, yeah. Look, hey, I got the game on clamp. I'm a genie, bitch. Come and rub me like a lamp. If you got a fucking problem, man, she a tramp. You a lady in the tramp, bitch. Give me a stamp, give me a tramp stamp. I'ma go and plant that like a moon landed. Bitch, where's my flag at? Finna plant that. Real shit, she can have that with a handbag. Not a handout, that's a handbag. It's my handbag, it's not a purse, bitch. I got a gun in it, and it works, bitch. I'm finna shoot this, it's no recruiting. The snowball effect from the Vladimir Putin in Russia. Bitch, you know that I'm smoking Buster. Got a fucking problem with me, I'm finna rush ya. Need my quarterback, my diamond, my blitz pack. I can really go and spit that with a riff-raff. Riff-raff, and what's that with my word, bitch? You better understand that I probably swore words, bitch. And when I spit, it's my adjectives and verbs, bitch. With all the nouns and person places that I'm around, they had to understand, bitch. I'm finna get it though, and I can spit it so original. And me and fucking Ruse in the booth, rapping all the time, motherfucker. Who you? Who knew? Hey, that's some Ruse clues. I'll give it to you true. I'll show you in the booth, like oof, like I punch you. Never ever stop, like karate, like I'm on ya. Hey, I won't stop. I'm like Joe Rogan with the MMA, like I'm Hulk Hogan. Like I'm Hulk Hogan, and they wanna warn me. I brought my army, my soldiers shoulder to shoulder, and they want to harm me. Why they looking at me? Like I'm AI, friendly fire, bitch. Probably cause I could go survive. Hold on, let me catch the beat. Hey, let me get it back. About to run it back like a running back, cause I'm running that. They had a partner with me, well I'ma fumble that. Pick it up and scoop it and score, and I'ma fuck your whore. There's a really shit, like I just fucking scored 6 points on the motherfucking board. Real shit, what's your motherfucking story? If you tell me that, I'ma fucking turn it bloody and gory. Hey, that shit's so raw, like you unplugged the cord. Hey, they is fucking bored. Yo, these other rappers make me fucking snore. Hey, yo, like, what the motherfucking whore? What you tryna do, man? You bust some more. Say you busted out. I wanna hear you shout. I wanna hear what's in your heart, like right now. Put it down in ink. Show me what it is. Do it like a sink. Do it real big. Do it real deep. Show 'em right now. Show 'em how you feel. Yeah, show 'em how. Say, I wanna see you. I'ma see you. I'ma see you. You. I'ma see you. Who. I'ma see you. You. I wanna see you in the booth. If you want a feature, only charge you $150. Hit me up. That's the fucking truth. Actually, I'll do it for free. Okay. Do you even have the means to make the sacrifice? I almost died once, I don't wanna almost die twice. Probably cause my life could flash right before my eyes. If that even happened to me, then I just hope I tried. I'm that fucking guy that always has been the fucking man. I'm a fucking leader, that's probably why my hand was in a pan. Mixing crack, trying to make it happen so I could get it back. And double back on the people who tried to kill me when I got stabbed. Real shit, I had that shit in my mind like all the time since 2016. Until I turned my fucking 9 with a 1 in front, which means 19 up in the trunk. Glock 19s, a lot of them you could hear them bump. Had a pilot with me, I used to want to pop the trunk, probably go and shoot it. Why the fuck was I doing? I got a family that depending on me. I got a problem with them, why the fuck they pretending on me? They finna see the really shit that I could go be, because I put in legwork, bitch. I feel like a centipede, Yeah. You hear us when we say we're next. I know what it's like, I've been near death. Hey, take that, man. Hey, Jackman, he got stabbed, man. it right back, man. Never ever stop. Yo, put it in that jam. Yeah.
Put it in that jam. Probably feel like I'm Pac-Man, running from all my ghosts until I was toast. Cause I was that man that they was trying to attack, man. Cause I had an attack plan. Crime sizzle at the bottom of the pan, inside of my crack pan. Real shit. Why the fuck they saying I'm that man? I was trying to be that kid, probably cause I was not that kid. I'm trying to be this dude, probably cause I'm too original. Listen to all my flows when I put shit on the instrumental though. Real shit is cemental though, cemental outside of my mental. Had a problem, I'ma probably need some lead, not a pencil. Filled you with lead, my water lead, and the babies is filled with lead. Probably cause they was putting it in our water, drinking it down, it's going to our head, going to my head, my mind. Probably could say that I'm so divine, had a mountain that I had to climb. Probably cause they said I can't try. Probably they said I'm not that guy, even though they said I'm that guy, but not the guy that I wanted to be. So I don't know why they taunt for me, they haunt for me. Never thought they would go get on my mind when I'm hitting my rhymes, yeah. And this all in my time, I put in lyrics, they wanna go hear it. My spirit burns slow, said it twice when I look in the mirror. I had a bad trip, and now I'm on sad shit. I drive my traffic, up to my cabin in Gladbridge. All of the psychedelics, white on white, fucking acid. I busted right out the plastic, my money when I had to add it. In the beginning of the podcast, at the raps, I said I love mathematics. I love to add it, not subtract it. Real shit, and this out my, yeah. I had to do it for real, I had to do it for real. I used to pop me from pills so I couldn't feel, and now I feel reality is trying to feel too real. Yeah, hypnotizing. Ruse, can you get the rest of the beat? Can you drive it?
I can try, man. Hey, if we just vibing. But one day, man, I'ma die, man. So I'll make sure you heard of me, because I feel it in my brain, yo, the urgency. Hey, I'ma be a vibe for every single second that you see me alive. I open my eyes, life feel like a prize. I'll never let it up, this my new religion, yo, I never get enough.
I never get enough of my new religion. And my new religion is the only life that I'm living. I used to live in the living room and just start forgetting, watching TV, trying to live with my family, but I'm forgiven. But I was just still sinning, but not in my religion. I'm trying to be exactly what the fuck I was living, and that means I'm reliving my religion. Cause I am rebirthed, reborn again a sinner. That one was hard.
I knew that you were on something. So like, this is the Jackman song.
Yeah, my dog. I like when you let me shine. You let me shine.
You know how to shine, man.
Yeah, I was born. We was born for this shit.
Here, if you stand up real quick.
Yeah. Up back. Good look. Oh. I dropped that bitch like 20 times. We was born for this. Swear we was born for this. I was sworn for this. I would still get torn for this. Torn at him with my fucking rib to just make my bitch, which means I could sacrifice. I would sacrifice my life for my fucking bitch, even though I don't have one. Why the fuck do I call her my bitch? That's my fucking rib. That's my kin. That's my fucking kin. That's my fucking kid. If he even never had one, where's his bib when he's eating? Cause we spilling shit when we eating, even though we could use it. Hopefully we don't abuse it.
But off the deep end, you could go real dark, you could go and creep in. Hey, I can feel it each season, getting darker, yo. The plot deepens, the plot thickens. I'm getting deeper, yo, I'm within. I'm not kidding, yo, and I'm not a kid anymore. Yo, I'm something else. And I ain't no adult, yo, I'm something else.
I'm something else, I am not an adult. I'm an alien, where I start and where's my fucking fault? Stomp shit, make ground shake like the San Andreas fault. They had to know what I'm on, I'm so beyond. Let me tell you something, I started from nothing, and I became something. Cause I am this shit, and I'm Jackman. Get hit with the backhand, talking about my attack plan. That's the realest shit that I ain't never said or never wrote down. Just coming straight out of my head, out of my rhyme. My tongue spit, it's a sword when I'm divine. When I climb the mountain that's too high to climb, that I'ma find. Yeah, that I'ma find. Where's my rhyme? Spit it back and really reverse all of the time. They have problems with me, probably cause they see my vine. My Tarzan vine, I'm swinging through, I'm alright. Hey, like, I'm a gorilla. Hey.
Beat my chest like
these are bars, man. I be with my girl Wendy and I'm Tarzan. Hey, far away from a far land, swinging from trees. Yo, I got the arms, man.
I got that upper strength that I'ma pull her up. I got, what's her name, Jane?
Pull her up.
Or Wendy or Jane. Or really, what's the same? I'm Tarzan, bitch. Yeah, I cannot be tamed. I'ma fuck her good, ayy. I won't remain the same, ayy. I'ma swing vine to vine when I fucking climb in a fucking tree that you find, bitch. So sublime, I could probably hit you with that slime slap.
Yo, when I spit these verbs, I stall it. I never ever quit, I'm a straight workaholic. Like Adam Levine, yo, this shit, yo, I'm all in. I had no reason to say any of that. I just had Adam Levine's name in my head, I wanted to say it.
And that's why I climb. You better not blink on my 182 Adam Levine. Is that his band that he's in?
Oh shit, maybe. I think I might be mixing him up with that dude from the Comedy Central show, Workaholics. Adam Levine.
Adam Levine is what I mean.
Adam Levine's what you'd call it. Adam Levine. Wait, what the fuck? Those names are really close.
They're too similar.
Jamie, pull that up.
They're too similar for my mind. Now I got a crossover between them in my head.
Maroon 5,
Yeah,
Workaholics.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was dope. I'd watch it. I'd share it on Facebook. I'd say, hey, mom and grandma, hey, look.
Adam Levine, I'm a workaholic. I'm finna go and work. I want all of it. I work like 60 hours and I got the power. Sometimes I forget to take a fucking shower. I'm not that nasty. It's just one day. I go to work the next day. I don't fucking play. Work hard, play hard. I'ma play my cards. I got a bitch running down the field like Denard.
Dirty, stinky, I don't care, sink me. Try and fuck with me. I ain't showered since Sunday. Ain't showered since like one day. I can't even remember. I don't give a fuck. Every rhyme I dismember. I'ma prove it to ya. Don't care how I smell. Yo, I do, bruh. Like do, bruh. Like who ya? You ain't me, bruh. I'm the dopest. I'm stinky. Try and fuck with me. Yo, you can't with the ink, see?
Can't remember the last time that I showered. Grab a towel. It'd be black if you rub my arm. Cause I'm dirty as fuck. But I'm worthy as fuck. I fuck your bitch. I feel like James worthy as fuck.
Yo.
What the fuck? I'm too dirty. I ain't take a shower in 10 days. Hey, I could smell how hard I've worked.
That's great. Yo, now that sealed the deal, that last line. Yeah. Check it out, yo. Check it out, yo. I shower weekly. I shower one time every week. You know why? So you can see me and you can smell me when I'm on the street. Yeah.
Hey, you can smell me when I'm on the street. Cause I compete for the people cause they say that I'm weak. But I'm not weak, I probably could give you what is cheap. Any man with no pussy 7 days make you weak. They had a problem with me, well they gon' fucking see. True MCs evolve like I'm a fucking tree. I'ma grow my leaves and hibernate after fucking spring. I meant before spring, winter fucking is coming, bitch. You know I'm hunting, bitch, never thought that I'd run this shit. Now I'm fucking running shit, look at the comets plummet, bitch. They plummet down to the earth and they hitting all the grounds. But I'm the one coming round when I collect all the sounds.
Like drumming, bitch. I said I throw a ball like I'm something, bitch. Yo, I never stop. Yo, I'm something trick. Yo, I'm cruising down the street like it's fucking lit. Hey, and I'm above this shit. Everything y'all saying, yo, that shit ain't real. That shit ain't a hit. They won't seal the deal. Yo, tell my how we. Yo, haven't asked Howie Mandel how he feel when you say that shit, cause that's not the deal. Yo, that shit's so whack. Yo, that shit ain't hard. I'ma tell my boy Howie, yo, these are some bars. These are some shit. This is so dope. This is so lit. And my boy Howie, he be like, yo, this is a hit. And I be like, Howie, that's what I said. It's the deal. And then he gave me $1 million. That's how I feel.
Hey, ask the fucking banker how I feel. I'ma tell him that is not the fucking deal. I need a fucking million if I'ma do the deal. I need a fucking million, probably turn to a zillion. I got bitches on my fucking planet like a trillion. I can drill the shit like I'm killing shit. Never thought that I feel it, hey. And they ask if I'm on top of it, but I can't plummet this. And my rhymes, you could not stomach it. I'm finna stomach shit, probably in my stomach, bitch. I got my feelings, I put a pit in my stomach, bitch. And I'ma regurgitate my feelings on the fucking mic. When I grab it, I feel like I'm healing.
It's some medication. Said I'm vacant when I'm in this shit, I'm vacation. But in my head I made it, I did it. Yo, straight hits, never ever quit. Yo, I did it like days in. They got it, they understand how I'm doing it. I'm shining like I could never
feel like LSD. Her got poison in when they come to me. Her got all that ass and she point at me. I fuck and hit her ass like a geometry, cause I seen that slope on her ass. I'm a cope. I got a bitch on my dick and she want a choke. I got a bitch on my dick, fuck her like cantaloupe. I fuck her wet and eat her up like a cantaloupe or a cannibal. Problems, but you can't know. You cannot know that I'm so unstoppable. Yeah, they had to know my fucking rhyming like all the time. Got a bad bitch on my fucking dick. I'ma swing right past my vine. I'ma swing right past my vine and probably hit her with a couple of rhymes. Got a bad bitch and in that mind. Oh, Tarzan's back. I got a bitch and she probably swinging on my back. Yeah.
We smoking on that Tarzan pack.
Tarzan back.
All right, I'd say we got a couple more freestyles in us.
I'm with it.
Circles, running in circles. I've been like a turtle, jumping over hurdles. You can't even see me like I ain't even heard you. I be throwing 3, 4, 5s like I'ma hurt you. Hey,
like I'ma hurt you. I got a bitch. Hold on, hurt you. Like I'ma hurt you. I'ma go curse you. Got a fucking dude trying to fucking hurt you.
Every rhyme I write, yo, I speak it like a virtue. Never ever break from that shit. I'ma hurt you. Said I punch you in the face like I hurt you. I'ma punch you in the face like I hurt you.
Hey, they know my fucking words split atoms when I really go and spit this shit. Geometrics, but really I'm an arithmetic. My rhetoric too hard for you to get this shit. My rhetoric too real for you to feel it too. Cause I was from the streets, also from all the suburbs, dude. Which means I let blue lights, 2 lights all the time. Spit life, spit personality in my rhymes. Split shit, but really I split atoms. Split all the fucking shit that really could split atom. I spit atom and get at 'em. After they could take my rib, I tell them fuck this shit, I'ma go and blast a bit.
Magic, yo, that's how the vibe is. Said you can explain, it's just like science. That's tragic. I said yo shit, yo, that shit's not mathematic. Hey, like a dimple with personality, we make it simple. Do it like right now. Hey, I got you right in the sights. Wow,
hey,
wow.
Put a crater like a dimple. Had to go and put a lot of gold in my dental. Had to go and put a lot of gold in my rental. Gold on my ice chain, shit like a mental. Gold on my ice fucking chain like a mental. Then I had to go and cop a brand new rental. Drive it to Target, I could probably start it. Scam 'em, I'm retarded, going fucking crazy. Probably cause I parked it. Look at that star, bitch. That's a no star, I'm a star going hard, bitch. Looking through the spaceship, I was in my spaceship, trying to drool when I fucking jerry-rigged it makeshift. And they had to hate this, probably they can't paint this picture fucking perfect, you can't paint this. Probably go and take this, why the fuck you hating? Probably cause you do not like the concentration. I met you due to lack the concentrations for me to make this. Holy shit, shank this, prank this, hate this, spank this, late shit, kick flip, break shit, hate shit. I just do shit, real my Rubik's Cube in my mind when I fucking lose it. I am a doofus, I am a bad man, stupid student. Try to go and
Yeah. When they rap, I wonder a lot. I said these other rappers like they under a rock. Like an artist, retarded, like things like a starfish, like Patrick. Yo, what the hell? You under a rock, yo, bitch, you fucking smell. Like, have you taken a shower? Yo, it's been a week. Wait a minute. I'm actually talking about me. Yeah.
Hey, have you taken a shower? It's been a week. For me, it's like been an hour. Because I'm too clean and I'm too fly. Holy fuck, wait a second. Let's look at the sky. That cloud looks like a motherfucking guy that I know that always wants to fucking try to fucking best me and go and one up me. Listen, bitch, I'm sorry, your bitch dusty. My bitch is way better, yours ugly. My bitch too fucking clean, I'm a fucker. I don't give a fuck about your fucking mother. After that, I show up undercover. Black cops, black cops, black cops.
Black cops, black cops, black cops, black cops, black cops, black cops, black cops,
Black cops. It's like some One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting the straw hat shit.
Lyrical assassin, and I smash him. I never ever stop. I come in like it's passion, like straight from the top. Like I did it, like I had it, like I did it like a habit. I did it, then I smashed it.
Too magic, grab my carpet like Aladdin. I can smash this and going past it. I'm asthmatic, so I can't keep up because I'm wheezing. But I feel like I'm wheezy when I rap. I'm still breathing, believe it. Understand that after this we even Steven. If you don't, then you know that I had to go grab my tweezers and pull it. And you cheesy, probably will not believe me, but I'ma tell you this, it's simple, this shit easy.
Easy, easy, understand it, got it? If you don't get it, then don't ask, I don't want it. I said I make it make sense, like from Beecher. They showed you how to rap, I said this fucker's like some teachers. Yo, they giving y'all that spice talk. They showing y'all how you might walk.
And how you might talk. Is it ain't music from Beecher if they ain't talking about beating her? Like fucking Michael Jackson, I'm a beater. Just kidding, out my computer, I'm gonna go delete her. They had a problem with alcohol, I'ma drink a liter and go and leave her. After that, I'ma leave it to Beaver.
I beat it like a cleaver. I never ever stop. I hit it just like I'd leave her, but then I don't leave her. I keep her around. I got like 5 other bitches, only for the sounds. Yeah, like not even for what they offer. I just like to have them around. They nice and they honorable. I said they nice bitches. I don't like the mean bitches. Mean bitches, yo, you could stay off my team, bitches.
Hey, that's groovy, really that shit is groovy. I don't like Mean Girls, I don't like the Mean Girls movie. Cause that invented Mean Girls like Regina George. I got bitches on my porch, they some fucking whores. Tryna be Mean Girls too, like Lindsay Lohan. I could give her some Donald Trump fucking Lohan. Grab her by the pussy, damn, she knows she looking, ayy. I hope they don't clip this bitch, I'ma rip this shit.
That bitch I could see for days. But you know who's really mine? Tina Fey. Yeah.
I love Tina Fey, Saturday Night Live, because I'm so alive. I feel like I could drive.
And I could have her inside my crib. Yo, and I'll be like, hey, could you do that one bit that you did in 98 on Saturday Night Live on the 27th day of the 9th month? It was really good.
On the 27th day, you know what I mean, Tina Fey? Let me go fuck her, if I can have her today. Is this your baby, or just your fucking fling? If it's just your fling, then let me hold the ring.
Hey, I said, to that girl from One Rock, if you want a little bit, well, I got one cock.
Yeah.
And bitch, I'll go all in. Said, yo, I'ma give you all this Baldwin.
Hey, in Colorado, I lost my shorty, but I was on the mountains just drinking a 40. If my shorty watching, I'll be back soon. We can go to the mountains like some raccoons. Hey, hold on, that's the same guy. I'm just Jackman, bitch, I'm too fly, hey, and I'm so lit, hey. Give me a second to think, hey, and the beat about to end. Let me just take me a drink.
My computer, on my scooter, feeling like Bradley Cooper, like a rocket raccoon. I said I got the hat to. Alright, this will be the final freestyle, folks.
Let's get
the
it.
final freestyle.
You gotta start us off.
Okay. Hey, let's take it back. Back to the date, I was chilling in the room, I was feeling okay. I've been trying to catch a vibe, I've been feeling pretty good, I've been feeling alright, okay.
Alright.
I've been trying to rap for days, but I don't know what it is, like my head's up in the days, okay. But maybe one day I get it out, I figure it out, I make it scream, make it shout. So one line, now I got one, so 2 lines, now it's down son, now 3 lines, it's a whole verse. By the time I'm done, I'ma rehearse. Now they can't ignore us, yo, you better hear me on the chorus. Hey, and these kids, yo, I kill the shit out of pre-bridge. I figured it out like long ago, that was my shit, like a song, yo ho, like that's where I exist. Right in between these lines, trick, right here, in between the words, find me there, yo, this shit is absurd. I ain't even real, I ain't even a person. I feel real when I'm deep in rehearsing, when I'm deep in my passion. When I chill right here, freestyling with Jackman. When I'm doing what I do, that's making it happen. That's exactly where I'm at, man. That's when I'm here, that's when I am present. That's when I'm here, that's when I'm in my head shit. That's when I'm here, when I'm doing all this music. You can take this away from me, how I do it.
How we fucking do it? Ruse be snapping. Pull up to the scene, I just bought a fucking napkin. Cause I'm too wet, bitch, and you ain't clean, ho. Pull up to the scene, ho. Probably Listerine, bro. Probably cause I'm too clean, and you cannot stop me. Pull up in the scene like a motherfucking jockey. Riding on my horses, my car got horses. Pull up in these motherfucking Porsches, and Porsches important. Got bad bitches on my dick, oh. I'ma pull up and probably get the split, so I'ma do the she gon' do the split, so give her all these motherfucking bitches in the wrist, though. I was eating shit like shout out to Ritz, bro. Playing on my guitar strings, probably pulling hard. They had to understand that I'm not gonna pull your card. I had to put it in the shit, I put my portion part.
And I was dancing like Rizzo, feeling crazy, I felt just like a schizo. Didn't know how to do it, how to get going, so I never stopped, yo, I did it so I wasn't broke. I'm tired of never having the funds, so I learned how to do it, how to get it all done. I learned how to stack it up, how to make all that paper. I learned how to make the music, and I not make it later, I make it now. I'ma make them wow, I'ma show them now, I'ma lay it down. And if I don't, you could put me down, you could take me out. And if I don't, you could do it now, you could kill me now, you could put me down, say straight euthanized. Ever since the day I was a youth, I vibe and never ever quit. Yo, I do, I try, I will never ever stop. I never ever stop, I say it a lot, but that's the real thing. I'm like an Energizer bunny, every time I rhyme, yo, it's kinda crazy. I'ma never ever die, I'ma never ever fall down. I always walk, every time I spit these rhymes, I always talk. Every time I hop on beats, I always walk. Every time I hop on beats, I always jog. Every time I hop on beats, I always hop. Go up and down like a rabbit, yo, I bop. I'ma make a bop, boom, bap, top. Never ever quit, yo, I did it like I'm not. Did it like I'm not him, and I made him me. I'ma do that, yo, I made him, see? Found him, deep inside of myself, deep inside of the mirror. I be finding myself, yeah.
You gotta end it right there, bro. You gotta end it right there, bro. That shit was hard.
Yes, it was, man.
My boy slapped. Yo, shout out Ruse, bro. Shout out Ruse, that shit was hard.
Shout out.
Hey, shout out Ruse, that shit was hard. I guess I'm coming back, I'ma go and play my card. I'm running down the sideline like my name was Denard. They had a partner with me, I'ma go and give them hard. I'm finna give them everything that I fucking got. Spit it out my mind, it really is coming off the top. If they got a problem with me, then they can suck my jock. If they got a problem with me, I feel like I'm Young Jock. Which means you cannot stop me when I'm coming through. I have a problem that I'm going through and I come through you. You got a problem with me, then I'm gonna give you hands. 5 fingers to the cheek, bitch, I'm the man. They had to understand that I probably came with a plan. They had to know that I did it cause I am Jackman. I'm the man in this bitch and I put my arms all across the shit when I'm doing it. All across the yarn, all across the yard, all across your lawn. They had a problem with me, just you make me yawn. And you make me tired, and I run you with tires. Had a problem with me, bitch, I'm under a spit of fire. And they know it's fucking real, bitch, it's fucking real. If I pop a pill, I'm probably gonna go insane. I feel like schizo cause this shit is coming to my brain. They had to understand that we in the same lane. Yeah. That shit was dope.
That shit was dope. That shit was dope, Jackman. It always is when we get together, my friend.
It always is, bro.
So, with all that being said, with that being done there, is there any message you want to leave with the folks at home today? Is there anything that you want them to take away from this particular 4th episode of the limited series Ruse X Jackman on Ruse Radio? What do you want them to take home this week?
I'm not necessarily gonna tell them what to take home. I think the audience is smart enough. Everyone's going through different shit. I'm sure they took something home with it. But what I will say is whatever you did take home from it, and if it's something that we said, it was genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think there's a necessary, at least for me, there's not one necessary, there's not one thing. It could have been anything. But whatever it was genuine.
Wow. That's a good answer. And I'll actually follow on that real quick, and then we'll wrap this.
Bet it up.
Because I think that's what you just said. That's wise, Jackman.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you guys, too. And I think you guys are smart enough to take whatever you want to take away from this. I think that a big problem with the way that a lot of us look at things today is we treat things as if people are not smart enough and people need things to be dumbed down to the simplest denominator. And when you treat people like that and when you present that reality into the world, that becomes the truth. As long as you continue to do that, and I think you need to go the opposite direction. I think we all need to do that. We need to believe in one another. We need to believe that we are smart enough, and we need to treat each other like smart, intelligent people that are capable of understanding the depth of everything. And one thing I find is that especially with kids, you need to treat kids that way. So yes, because those kids grow up and that's instilled in them. They know
they're
that,
babied and shit, kind of for a long time.
Yeah, and they're treated as if they like the whole kid talk thing. And no, we can't do that. Like, just treat people like people.
Yeah,
and you will be so surprised by the results. And treat yourself like a person. Okay, guys, treat yourself like you would treat somebody else that you respect, and that too will change your life. Thank you so much for being here, Jackman.
Anytime, my boy.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Ruse Radio, clocking out.
Ain't nobody gonna